live.
We are live.
We have with us Get Spooky Society, Stephanie and Tina. I'm sure everyone in here has already subscribed to them, but if you're not, please do go and subscribe to them. They're a great channel, completely authentic, and they come up with some crazy investigations.
Some of the best evidence I've ever seen.
That's true. Stuff that cannot be debunked.
Yeah, that I couldn't debunk, yeah.
Right. You tried really hard, though.
I tried, yeah. Give it my best.
You did. I hope the volume for everyone is okay. Just want to make sure that these guys are as good as we are. If that makes sense. Should be good. I just turn it up a bit. Can everyone here get Spooky Society? Take that as a yes. So yeah, the plan is tonight is that I'm going to have a psychic reading done by Tina.
Yeah.
And we'll see. I'm excited.
Are you excited?
Really
Are you excited?
I want to see what, if anything comes up.
Yeah, it'll be definitely interesting if some of the stuff that channels through is accurate. I mean, I'm intrigued, you know.
Yeah, I never know what Spirit's going to tell me. So
she's got a page full of notes that she can't read.
I've got two pages of
notes.
Yeah, I do auto writing when I channel. I do auto writing, so my eyes are closed and my hand just is writing. So then I have to try to decipher what the heck I just wrote.
Wow,
it's really
that's actually
interesting.
really interesting. I didn't know that was like one of the ways that it worked. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's how it works for me. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you have to decipher what the hell it says.
What does that say? Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
They are loud and clear. Thank you, Ashley. How is everyone? Did everyone have a good New Year? We had a good New Year. We were recovering yesterday.
Oh yeah, it was a day of recovery. Yeah. The first day of 2021 spent in bed.
Uh-oh.
Not a good day.
Did you have a little bit too much fun on New Year's Eve?
Yeah, mixed with the spirits a little too much. If you catch my drift.
You nearly became a spirit.
Yeah, I was on my way to the spirit world. I'm sure.
Your mum says, Doug, you are doing.
I am doing what?
Exactly. What do we all like today? Celebrating the 30th. Speaking of 30th, I'm going to be celebrating my 30th.
You are? When is it?
Yep, I'm the 7th.
7th of January.
Yeah. February. January. Okay.
Oh, January 7th. Capricorn.
She's even younger than Ashley, I think, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We're just old.
We're old.
You're not old. Come on, I'm about to be joining the team now.
No.
It's about time.
The water's fine.
I can finally fit in with everyone. It's funny because I went from like the gaming community where I was like the adult of everyone. Like, everyone's like 15 and 12, and now I'm like the baby again.
Yeah. I forget what we were doing the other day, and oh, I know what I was thinking when we were doing our recap of 2020 and introducing ourselves, and we said Ashley go first because she was the youngest, but then she couldn't go with us on our big event at Randolph because it was a Monday night and she's the youngest and still working for somebody, so she couldn't go, and the rest of us do what we want. We're old. Yeah, because we're old.
Because we're old and work for ourselves, so it's kind of nice.
Well, that sounds like the life to me.
Yeah, we paid our dues. Don't worry.
It says that they can hear us, but they can't hear you as good.
Oh, well, that's the main thing, though, isn't it?
There we go.
How's that? Let me
Property. Ooh, no, that's right.
let me go in and open sound settings.
There you go. Device properties. Oh, it's all the way up.
All the way up. It's not normally all the way up. That's weird. Is it on the right? It was on the right microphone.
Yeah,
isn't
yeah, it was. Yeah.
Can you hear us now? We'll turn these guys down a little bit. It's alright, you don't need to hear us. We just ramble on about bullcrap anyway. I'll be sitting here either nodding or doing this.
Mark says with headphones it's good.
Okay, I think I might have turned you guys up a little bit too high. That was because I thought you were too quiet, but then I ranked you all the way up, and then we were still down here. But that's as loud as the. I don't know why the microphone's being so quiet. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to mess with that.
Okay.
That does the position.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It's pushed.
Oh, now
out
they
in
say they
front.
can't hear you at all.
No.
Oh, it said the mic says that it's reading.
No. Oh, hang on.
That's left, right?
What about that?
It's desktop. You can try that. Yeah, that might work.
Can you hear us now? How about now? Now? It's not doing anything, is it?
They are really loud and can't hear you.
Oh, we're too loud.
No, we're not too loud. We're just.
Oh, let me check this.
Yeah, you listen to it on the phone.
I can. Yeah. We're fine. We're
Yeah,
loud
but
and
what
clear.
is it in comparison?
Not bad at
Okay.
all.
You need us.
It's not bad at all. Yeah, no, we're
No,
good.
it sounds good.
Don't know what they're talking about.
I'll turn you down a little bit. There we
Okay,
go.
now they say they can hear both loud and clear.
Okay.
Hey, it's always the lag thing where you're like, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? It's
Cool.
like,
Yeah.
I need an answer right now, but they're not even at that point of the stream yet. Thanks, guys.
Excellent.
You were really quiet. Can you shout? Mum, if I shout, you'll be able to hear me from across the street.
Do you live that close to where you grew up?
2-minute walk.
Yeah,
That's why during your overnight, then Doug said, "I'll be right back," and he really just walked across the street.
Literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get something. I don't remember.
Just real
He
quick.
went to go get the EMF reader,
EMF. Yeah.
which
Mhm.
actually went off in the night, but we couldn't. I
Yeah.
missed it when I was watching back the live stream. So.
Yeah. Couldn't go back and find it. We couldn't find it again. Yeah.
But it did go off at
Really?
one point. That's cool.
That was quite the compilation.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Crazy
It
what we caught.
turned out
that night.
a lot better than what I thought it was going to be anyway.
Mm.
I was pretty impressed with it.
We didn't think we'd capture.
It seriously sounded like somebody was sitting right at the computer or whatever you were using, doing things.
Yeah, clicking on the mouse, tapping on the microphone, tapping on the keyboard.
Sounded like footsteps around the
Strange.
room.
Mhm.
It was it's interesting.
Yeah.
It was weird. The scariest part was the shadow across the room, because nothing could have caused that.
Yeah, no, that one was really surprising because we were sleeping. Yeah, so that one was definitely strange, considering we were just like a room over sleeping. What was that?
Right.
What was that?
We'll have to send it to the
Maybe
debunkers.
Tina's
and
going to
see
be
what
able
they-
to tell us here in a moment.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe it was Gladys.
Hello, Brian. Welcome. Hope everyone is well anyway. Now you can hear us.
Yes.
Sorry about that. You know what we're like and our technical difficulties.
Right at the beginning of the stream, we get all the kinks out and we're good.
You start telling more your kinks.
Oh yeah.
You like bondage.
Yeah.
We just get the kinks out of the way and we
Yeah.
get on with the stream. Georgia Con, can you read me a card out, please? Maybe that's something we can do after the reading. We can do if people want to have cards read out. So if you guys are up for something like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So if anyone does want to hang around, we are going to be playing around with cards after the reading. So, get involved. Why not?
Yep.
Absolutely.
We'll be keeping these ladies up all night.
Okay.
I've got my tea. I'm good.
All right.
All right. Well, I don't know when you guys want to start everything.
Yeah, whenever you two are ready, we can dive right into this.
All right. I'm ready when you
I'm
are.
going to kind of move out of her way.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to scoot over here real quick.
Get into the captain's chair.
Get in the captain's
There
chair.
you go.
All right. So I'll just take over from here. And so when I started reading, I asked, I will ask, you go by Becky most of the time, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Becky, what do you hope to accomplish or hear about in this reading?
Well, because I don't know a lot of people that have passed away that were like close to me, it would be interesting to hear from my nan, because she's probably the only one that was close to me that did pass away.
Okay. Well, I can dive right in and see. When I channel, like I said before, I auto write. So my eyes are closed. I'm connecting with your spirit guides to get whatever information I can.
Mm-hmm.
And the very first thing that I always get is a color. In your
Okay.
case, you got two colors.
Oh.
So I got a pale green and a like a rosy pink, like not pink, not it was a mauve, maybe like a mauve color. I don't know if those colors mean anything to you or signify anything for you.
It's funny that you say that, because that actually reminds me of like an ice cream that I would eat when I was younger. And it was kind of like a mixture of pale green and pale pink, and it was my favorite ice cream.
Awesome. So the colors did mean something for you, because I'm like, oh,
That's
I never
strange.
usually I get like rainbows, so they're like a bright color, but you're
You're like,
very
what's wrong with this person?
pale green and mauve pink. I was like, what is this? But I wrote it down, and there you go. So the next thing that came through was a name of Carolyn. Sounded like Carolyn.
Okay.
Definitely a C. Felt like an aunt or a cousin. But she was a child. She wasn't like an old lady or anything. She was young when she passed. So
Okay.
this might be somebody, maybe you're, on your parents' line somewhere. It could be a cousin. I mean, the level is cousin or aunt. So when I look at spirits, like your parents would be even with you, and then siblings would be even. It's like a pyramid is how they come through. So I can kind of determine where they are on your lineage. So this is some cousin or aunt. She was a child, very young, blonde hair. She's very playful and giggly and singing, and I would guess her in the 4 to 6 year old range.
Right, okay.
So think about that if that rings a bell in any way. But she hangs around with you.
Okay.
So lucky you, if you hear some random giggles or a humming sound or a little, kid playing or something, it's this little Carolyn girl.
Carolyn.
Carolyn or Carrie, something.
Well,
Yeah.
I think your mom's in the chat too, so she might be able to help.
Yeah, that's what I was
if anything
thinking.
rings a bell to her, she'll be chiming in, I'm sure, and letting us know.
Okay,
And
perfect.
if not, this is all interesting things that I'll keep a note of.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
We can try
Right.
and make contact with.
Yeah, we'll actually have to write this down so we can.
I will need to write some notes down.
Well, I would send you pictures of my notes, but you won't be able to read them
Yeah.
either. But I'll send them to you anyway.
We can't read psychic.
Right? Well, I mean, this auto writing is really, really
Yeah.
The next thing, as I was chatting with Carolyn, was tons of yellow flowers, just like fields and walkways full of yellow flowers. And I was like, what is that flower? And the word daffodil. So I don't know if you have a lot of daffodils where you are. Don't know, but I saw lots of them.
Okay.
I know. So this random stuff comes up.
You're like, what is
saw
this?
Lots of cats. Lots of cats. Do you have cats?
Cats and daffodils.
Cats and daffodils.
Cats frolicking in the daffodils.
Yes, maybe. I don't know. So then the next person that came through, I put in quotes father figure because I'm not positive that it's a father, maybe a grandfather, but a father figure, tall, thin gentleman. And I wrote down Scots, so maybe Scottish, with a name that starts with a V.
Okay.
Maybe an F, because V and F sound similar in an accent. So that's something to think about, you know, someone like that. That's a description of anyone you know or knew.
VNF.
A V and F.
Father figure. Skinny, tall and skinny.
Oh, skinny. Yeah.
I'm going to be
No.
watching for your mom to see if she says anything in here too.
Not,
Yeah.
not that I
I'm
can think
not
of at
sure.
the top of my head.
It's okay. I mean, people come through that I don't know why. I don't know why they come
They
through.
was like, I'm after another Rebecca. I'm out here.
Yeah. Never know. The next one that was right there with this father figure, excuse me, that's spirit talking. When I start, my nose starts running and I start burping a bit, that's spirits are around.
It's alright, I do that
I
normally
got-
anyway.
I got a mail, friend level. So a coworker, a friend, a peer in some way that has passed away not very long ago, less than 4 years. I didn't get a name. He just real brief, just popped in. So I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know his name, but he hasn't been on the other side very long.
Say coworker?
But a he co-worker.
A he, okay.
A he coworker.
There
Yeah,
was,
it was
a
a
she
male.
co-worker.
Yeah, there was, because we worked together right at the moment in the same office, and actually we did have someone pass away that had been with the company for a long time. But yeah, it was a female though.
This was a male. So again, something to think about.
She did have a husky
So-
voice.
I
Smoke
just never know. So I asked my guides to tell me about you. Tell me about Becky is what my question was. And music very loudly came in to my head. It's like, you love music.
Mm-hmm.
And that I felt like you do it for your job in some capacity, or there's music centered around your work.
No. Doug does
No.
music.
Yeah, I mean, I do music, yeah.
He's the musician.
Music? Am I
Yep.
tapping onto you, maybe? I saw collections of
And a friend
album.
passing away, maybe she is tapping onto you.
Maybe. I mean,
I
you
don't
could
know.
be. Yeah.
Could be.
But
Could be. Since you're both here, and I was literally just on the
Right.
other side of the room. I could hear
Mitchell.
both of your
Mitchell,
voices.
yeah, Mitchell,
So
yeah.
it's possible some came through on you, Doug. So I saw album collections, record albums. I saw that you love to travel and that you're super adventurous, that, you know, you're not afraid of anything, clearly. I knew that. That you love hiking and backpacking. And I saw a backpack full of stuff, like ready to go at any time. You're up for an adventure. And then I saw a little red car. So don't know if you drive a little red car, but
Little black car.
I saw a little red car.
It's little
So
though.
It is little.
it is little. It's a little car. So that's what I got from my notes. So let's dive deeper into if your mom recognizes any of those names or people. See if I can.
don't think she did.
Did she comment on anything?
Yeah, I think she said no to the Carolyn and the father figure.
Nothing.
She did say could be your old neighbor.
Is that what she said?
She did say that, yeah. It's right there. You scroll past it.
Oh, could be your old neighbor.
Oh,
I
duh.
was thinking that, but he isn't tall and thin, and his name starts with something else.
But he is a man that just passed away not long ago. Just the other day, actually.
The neighbor
Oh, the
passed
guy
away.
upstairs.
That guy, yeah.
Oh no, I thought she was talking about the guy opposite. That was more like a father figure.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Because he was kind of like he was my nan's partner,
Yeah, yeah.
but he was not tall and thin, and didn't start with a V or an F, but he was definitely a kind of father figure in my life, though. In a
Okay.
way. Like a granddad figure.
Okay. And he's connected with your nan.
Yes.
Okay. I have a hard time because you called your grandmother Nan. That's what I called my grandmother. So I'm asking for Nan to come through, and it's mine. It's not yours. Nan, I need to talk to the other Nan.
Sorry about the mix-up.
Yeah, my Nan and I were super close. So I think these daffodils, these flowers are centered around your grandmother, actually. Did she have flowers in her yard?
No, she lived in a flat, so she didn't have a garden.
She didn't have a little garden. What are these flowers? It's like it was a walkway, like you were walking somewhere and there's just all these flowers along the walkway. I mean, I can picture it.
Not connecting to Doug again, are you?
Does that sound like anywhere you've been recently, or?
For me, no. But
I'm not really like keen on what individual flowers look like. So if you say daffodil, I can try to look it up and see if maybe it's something that I recognize. But no, like if just in general though, I don't have any recollection of anything like a pathway of flowers or anything. I mean, where we live, it's like every walk we take, we're kind of walking a path that's loaded with like flowers and stuff. You know, like even our garden has like in the summertime has a lot of flowers in it.
there are a lot of daffodils like around where we live in general, so maybe
Yeah, I mean, I
they're just
saw that.
everywhere. So it's just maybe that's what it is.
They're springtime, they're like one of the first flowers that come up in
Yeah.
the spring,
Yeah.
kind of
Mhm.
rebirth, kind of, the yay, winter's done kind of thing. But yeah, I saw just tons of, and the walkway was like old. I don't know how else to put it. Old, like stone.
I mean, that would
old
make
and
sense because
stone.
over here everything's really old, pretty much. I
Mhm.
mean, there's a lot of really old areas. Not everything's really old, but I mean, there's a lot of places that are old that kind of fit that description.
That kind of looked, yeah, that's what it looked like. It was, and I forgot where you guys even are.
We're in England, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
I try not to know anything. Like I have not watched any of your videos
No,
or
that's good.
anything because I knew this was coming and I didn't want anything to like jump into my
Interfere, yeah.
home
Yeah.
and
no,
interfere with what might come in. So I honestly didn't even.
no, I mean that's good. I mean for me in particular, being a skeptic, it's kind of comforting to know you didn't like do your research.
I didn't just go in the other room and Google you and
Yeah.
come up with that
What's
thing.
your name?
Yeah, hold on. Give me your whole name and no.
Hold on. Yeah, what's that whole name?
Yeah.
And you don't even need the last name. It's usually just your birth name.
No, it's
And that just helps like make a connection with your guides. Just to give your full name. It's just something I was taught to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. If you're trying to communicate with the spirit that knows her on the other side, it would definitely probably help to know her name to
Right.
put it out there, you know?
Right. Well, and so many people have nicknames. Like you go by Becky, you know, but maybe your grandmother called you Rebecca or some other name. You know what I mean? So it helps to have that full name, just to get that connection started, so to speak. Now, as I'm sitting here, my throat's feeling a little bit scratchy. So that's telling me that your throat chakra is a little bit clouded.
Okay.
I don't feel like you're one that holds back and doesn't speak what she thinks, but there's somebody or something that you're not talking about that is a little bit clouded.
Something that I know about?
Something that you're just afraid to talk about with someone. I don't.
Like a dead relative or something?
Just in general.
Just in general.
Yeah, I'm scanning your chakras right now just to see if there's anything. See if I can pick up anything. No, just your throat. There's just something you haven't talked about or told somebody, or you're afraid to tell somebody, or something.
Okay.
You know, don't be afraid to use your voice. I
It's
don't
too
feel like
scary
you
out
are,
there.
but I get that you don't hold back much, but there's something though. Unless it's telling me maybe you need to put a little filter on, maybe.
Just cool it
Just
down.
take that down a level, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I've just got a little scratchy in my throat, and that's usually what that means is then that you're not speaking. So do you have any other questions or thoughts that I could try to tap and get some answers to, or?
I think we should tap into more of your side because I feel like more of that was coming out than me.
Well, I mean, you could. I mean, if you want to, I'm fine with it.
If you want to.
You just, yeah. That's fine.
See what I can get. Do you guys want to talk about something else while I channel for a second? And
Sure.
or we
we'll
just
take
want
a little.
to stare at me while I auto write?
Well, you can do that, obviously. Whilst we're here,
And
we catch up with the chat.
Is it Douglas?
Yep, Douglas.
Middle name?
Henry.
Douglas Henry.
And it's Cleland. That's Cleland.
The fourth.
Oh yeah. If you want to add it all in there, it's the fourth.
The fourth.
Yeah.
Is there a sir in front of there?
Yeah.
Doesn't it sound well fancy?
It sounds pretty fancy, especially now that I know you're in the UK.
Yeah.
He's not from here,
No,
though.
from Detroit.
Yes, I
Michigan.
see that. Good old Michigan.
Yeah.
I don't know about Detroit. Okay, yay Detroit. I've been there a few times.
Yeah.
That's all I could say. I've been there a few times. It's not far from here, actually. Detroit's like 4.5, 5 hours maybe drive time.
Yeah, because you're Indiana, right? So that's not very far.
Technically, Cincinnati, if you want to get the next biggest area,
okay.
would be
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Okay.
So, yeah. She just lives in the boonies, that's all.
we're in the boonies right now.
We're in the
Okay.
boonies.
Yeah, I prefer
I
the
live
boonies,
with
really.
Daddy. I do too, really. It's nice out here,
Mm-hmm.
but it is pretty far. All right.
Anyone that has questions or anything, feel free to stick around, and then after we've done a little reading of this guy, we'll I'm sure everyone will be happy to answer your questions in the chat. But yeah, feel free to stick around, and we can do a little Q&A afterwards. And then we're also going to do a little card reading session where perhaps maybe some of you guys want to get involved with that as well. That'd be cool.
All right. I'm going to step in the other room just for a little bit, just to channel for a few minutes. You chat with Stephanie and
Okay.
see if there's any questions, and I'll be right back.
Welcome back.
They want to know if there's going to be a Douglas the Fifth.
Dougie V? Yeah,
Dougie
Dougie
V.
V.
Maybe.
One day. He's coming. We've already called him Dougie V. That's his name, Dougie V.
Awesome.
We'll see what's in the cards.
Yeah.
She hears us from the background. I see a Dougie V in your future.
Oh man.
That was good. That was interesting.
Yeah.
I do feel
Well,
like she was definitely tapped more onto your side of things, though. Honestly.
But that's surprising. Like how if she was trying to like read from you, she was using your name,
Yeah.
but somehow was
Well,
getting.
you know, you're my husband. You basically are me.
If you go back and read Necro Chatter's comment,
I just saw that. Yeah.
What do you say?
He said, "What is weird is I came on around the same time. She said tall and thin. I'm tall, somewhat thin, big music connection, and I just left my old job in a warehouse that shipped flowers."
Interesting.
right?
See, this is the problem. We have this whole chat full of people, and look, when you guys as spirit guys, just get out of here, right? Because
yeah. Clear the air. We're trying to be right over
messing
here.
up my chakra.
Yeah.
No, that's cool though. That was the fun thing about doing the live stream in the haunted bedroom, because like people were talking to the spirit, and it seemed to be like interacting with the chat somehow.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
kind of weird. It was though. You know, it seemed to be.
We've always said that though. It's like if spirits are real, then why wouldn't they be up with the times? Do you know? Because
Yeah.
they have to be to carry
Yeah.
on connecting with people. That's what I think anyway.
Yeah.
Well, and that's sometimes why I think that, you know, if you put equipment out and you're not actually trying to communicate with the equipment and you just have a stationary camera on it. So I think a lot of times there's no action because they're wherever you are communicating with you. That's just,
Mm-hmm.
I could have a equipment set up, you know, 24/7 in my house and it doesn't do anything unless I actually talk to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you might be right there. Agreed. Yeah, because whenever we try and talk to something, it's always crazy active all of a sudden. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
it's always
It
the
does.
build up as well, where you like go in talking, nothing happens. 20 minutes later, everything starts happening, and it's like, wow.
Right.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of important to never like give up if you don't get immediate responses or something. It's like from what I've learned and what I've gathered, it's like it doesn't really start happening until after you've been there for a while. You've been asking questions. It's like and then all of a sudden it just comes flooding through. You know,
Right.
you give and you know it's pretty impressive some of the responses you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the methods you use to communicate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we started our filming the other night, we had some equipment set up and the flashlight, we didn't have I keep wanting to say TVs, the cameras set up yet. And the flashlight behind me just kept coming on and going off, coming on and going off. And so Ashley decided to make it harder. And then they got mad and wouldn't do it anymore.
I did see one of your videos, I think it must have been a couple weeks ago now, last one I watched when the flashlight was going off. That was cool. We
Yeah.
should try that.
Yeah, no, I've always wanted to try that little cat toy trick with the light and just like set it over there and like because that one just seems so interesting to me. To be able to ask go touch this object, and then it just lights up in an immediate response. That kind of stuff. It's intriguing regardless, like even for a skeptic to, we could say it's by chance, but it's still intriguing to look at it and, experience it firsthand. So I am open for the idea, the flashlight or the cat toy, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's interesting that different teams or different locations have favorite pieces of equipment. So we don't get a lot off of our meters. You guys get more off of your meter. So I've seen other teams that they talk to them with the meter, and we just hardly get anything with ours.
Yeah, we had one not long ago.
Yeah, 1vs2 for now.
It was a Dick Turpin. And we were getting direct responses with the meter, asking questions. I think I asked a question because he was executed, and I think I asked him if he was executed for murder, and it stayed silent. But as soon as I said, "Were you executed for stealing horses?" and I mean, as soon as the thing just started going off, remember? And it's just surprising. In the middle of the woods too. It's like that thing shouldn't be going off at all. Yeah.
Really
It's like one thing if you're in a house and it goes off, it could be like, bad wiring, but to be in the middle of the woods, like the thicket where we're at, just leaves you scratching your head,
Right.
Bizarre.
And some of the stills that you got of the orbs were crazy.
Yeah, some of them. I mean, we go over this stuff and like we brush as much off as like dust or bugs as we can, but some of them you're just like, well, I don't know what that was, So we're using that one because I don't know what that was. That's an intriguing one. If it's intriguing me, I mean, we should put it up.
I noticed recently, I can't remember what channel it was, but he actually went back and filmed trying to debunk some of the pictures and things things in video that he got. And we've done that, but we actually haven't filmed it. So I thought that was kind of a neat spin on, a lot of us try to debunk our own stuff, but we don't film that part of it. So I think we might do that next time.
That'd be really,
because that's pretty much what we do every time we watch our video. Like if we think we found something, we just sit back, and especially me, I'm just brainstorming like what it could have really been, or like if we catch an orb, I'm watching to make sure it doesn't have like the movement of a bug at all. Like it's got to be, it's got to be unique, in order for me to believe it. But yeah, that's definitely a good video idea.
Well, like Doug will be sat down, I'll be editing. I'm like, come and look at this, and then he's like, okay, keep it in. No, this is what that is. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Right, well,
look, Michigander Man's here.
Michigander Man!
How's it going, man?
I'm gonna nip to the bathroom real quick whilst we're waiting for Tina to channel Doug's energy.
Yeah. Currently channeling. My spirit guide's probably more of a demon guide, so.
I want to know if Doug, if your mom sees any snowy owls up there where she is.
Snowy owls?
Yeah.
I know there are a lot of owls. Let's see what she says. She'll pop up in the chat here.
So far,
that's a good question.
We've seen 2 this year down here.
Yeah.
They're coming pretty far south this year.
See, where I'm from, I don't think much wildlife. I mean, it does though, because we live next to like one of, if not the biggest gravel pit in Michigan, and it has a lot of like wooded areas. So we do have a lot of wildlife. I don't recall seeing many owls though myself when I was there, but
right.
Let's see.
She said no.
Yeah, she said no snowy owls here.
I'm so short, I'm like the height of the chair.
Yeah. This is the real life comparison.
This is like when
in pictures we look the same size, but
he's got the camera looking down.
She really
at
only
me.
comes up to here.
Why are we talking about owls?
Oh, she was.
I went away for 2 minutes. And now it's this owl we're talking about. Gosh.
I know. I love owls, and since I'm a nature photographer, snowy owls are coming down right now.
Oh,
And there's a
wow.
better chance of seeing them in Michigan, though.
That's awesome. We get a lot of barn owls here. You don't see them very often, but every now and again, a barn owl pops up.
Nice. Here comes. Oh my God.
She's like crying. I can't do it. Quit.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. What's wrong with this guy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know what we've invited into the house,
from
but
your spirit guides, Doug. Nothing.
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 Should I be scared?
No, you shouldn't be scared. I think it's because I can hear you all chatting in here.
Oh.
And I just can't get my brain to shut off. All I got was a number 27, and then it was like nothing.
27.
So that could be a birthday, significant number, significant
No, you were 28 when we met, weren't you?
27.
27.
It could be a 2 and a 7.
Yeah, because we got married the same year. No, I was 27 technically when you met me.
Yeah.
Because it was the year before that.
When I met my wife, she was 27.
Well, that's all I got.
I'll try to brainstorm that number, though. There could have been something more significant as well.
Oh, thanks.
I mean something else significant, not more significant.
Something more significant.
That's not what I meant.
And when you met your
That's
wife,
just what came out. It's not what I meant.
So, Becky, that thing that you were not saying, you could say it now.
Yeah.
Your mom says, "Open your mind, Doug."
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you might be
Doug.
watching.
My mind is open.
It is. Well, I think it was because I can hear you guys in here talking. I think that was. I usually channel in the quiet, quiet.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, you're kind of in a way like meditating, right? You can't have all the interference.
Kevin's birthday.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, my brother's birthday's on the 27th. Yeah, March. So I mean, it's significant in some ways, and there's probably more than that too. Honestly, just got to really think about it.
Could be. Like I said, that's all I was like, come on, damn it. Then you're talking about owls.
They probably gave up on me a long time ago.
I just couldn't I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
What'll happen is I'll get it later and I'll be like, so here's what happened. Like on my drive home or something, I'll get something. So then I'll just message you. I'm like,
yeah. Oh, by the way, it all came flooding through. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So your weird Uncle Al came to the room. Something. I just was making.
You're like, wait a second, my weird Uncle Al.
Yeah,
what did he say?
Yeah. What do you know about him?
You have a weird Uncle Al because that just popped in my mouth. I don't know who that is. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna pull some cards.
It's good. I mean, I think it's actually in a way it's good in my mind that you came back and you were like, hey, I didn't get anything. To me, it's kind of like, okay. Instead of you coming back and not getting anything and just jotting a bunch of stuff down randomly, it's like, it's fair enough,
Yeah.
In my mind, it adds another level of to me, it's adding another level of that realism. Like, well, she's telling me she honestly didn't get anything. And it could have been super easy to fake it and just write some stuff down and come back.
It's because your spirit guides overtook my spirit guides and they already talked to you in the first go.
Yeah, you've already communicated. Yeah.
Oh,
you always got me the center of attention, don't you?
You never know. That jumper. All right. So you got the power card. So
what are we doing?
Can you see it? Am I in the right one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
No, I can see it.
We got the power, which is a wise man and a lion
Are we
mixed
on
together.
Doug or me right now?
So that is that's either describing you or that they're having a power struggle. But I kind of like this guy and take it as a strong, what am I trying to say? Almost a spirit guide. Yeah, it's someone that's kind of watching out for you and, giving you strength and power. And that's a good card. That's a good card.
And are we doing these cards for me or Becky?
I think that one was for you personally.
Oh.
take it.
All right. Yeah, these are for you, Doug.
Okay.
So discontent and boredom means you're questioning everything in your life. Like you, King Skeptic, I heard that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
So that is, this doesn't mean that you're bored and whatever. It means that you look at both sides of the coin.
Oh, for
You-
sure. That's
try to
accurate. Yeah.
yeah. This is you completely.
Yeah.
And when you're doing that, you're using your crown chakra. Oops, I can figure out up.
There you
Yeah,
go.
your crown chakra, which, top of your head. And that's where the spirits bring in all their information. So,
That's where this little knot in the middle of my forehead came from.
That's it.
no, that's your third eye.
Oh.
So that's your third eye chakra. That's different.
Okay.
It came out just for today.
Yeah, it arrived just for today.
It's a lucky number 7 as well. So that's a good card. So that means you are more connected to spirit than you think you are.
Okay.
So if you really worked on your skills, you could communicate with them more than you already are.
Interesting.
Open your mind, Doug.
Open your mind and quit being such a skeptic. Trust.
You gotta quit
Right.
questioning everything so much, and then you gotta hold up the.
Not questioning. Some things just are.
It's true.
You don't believe that, do you?
No, I'll take it. I'll take it. Some things just are.
Some things are. They just are what
Ashley
they are.
says the granddad, and your mom says Uncle Ron.
Uncle
that
Ron.
mean?
Uncle Ron.
Uncle Ron.
I'm not sure where she was going with that one. I think because we were talking about Uncle Al joking around.
Oh yeah.
I think my mom just chimed in at the wrong time.
Oh, Becky's mom wants to know if you can try to get in touch with your granddad, with Becky's granddad.
Becky's granddad. Becky's granddad. He smoked the pipe.
He smoked a pipe.
Did he?
Yeah,
I didn't
I
know him.
smelled pipe.
Oh, so you didn't really know?
I
him?
don't know. Mum knows him. I don't know him.
Ask her if he smoked a pipe. I smell pipe.
Oh, your mum said the power card was your Uncle Ron watching over you.
Oh, talking about
Oh.
the spirit guide or the guardian or whatever you were saying.
The guardian.
Yeah.
Is
That
your
makes sense
birthday
then.
August? Are you a Leo?
Me? No.
Yeah.
February.
Are you Pisces or Aquarian?
Aquarius. Yeah.
Yes, Aquarius rock. We
Yeah.
are the
Yeah.
best ever sign.
See,
There-
you got to keep
No
her.
comparison.
You married the right one.
Apparently, my granddad smoked a pipe in the Navy.
Well, I smell it.
There you go, Mum.
It.
My mum's like super open about this stuff, so it's probably
Awesome.
easier. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but
All right, Miss Becky. So I got for you that third eye chakra, the awareness card. So you're opening your intuition lately and growing a little bit in your abilities. So he's got his third eye going on. And this is a positive movement forward for you. So you're growing this beautiful boat on the water going forward. So these things that you're doing now in your life is all positive. Growing
unlike
forward.
my husband who's bored with his life and wants to do something else.
No. That's just what the card said.
That was a skeptic. That was a skeptic card. That was
Yeah, that was just about my skepticism, okay?
that was about skepticism. And what it's doing is bringing you some spiritual strength. So as you start opening that third eye and trusting your instincts, you're going to be able to communicate with the spirits even more and more and more. You guys are going to grow. So spiritual strength. So those are your 3 cards.
I do like
Now
the
I'm gonna
card bit so far.
Go
Card
ahead.
bit's good. I said I do like the card bit. The card bit's been pretty good so far.
Yeah. Sometimes I can get more out of these cards than I can. I just never know.
Certain tools. I mean, I think we were talking about this with communicating with spirits in general. It's like sometimes
It
certain
is.
tools seem to work better in certain
It-
situations. You know.
It does. It does. We never know what's going to work when we go into a place. Never know.
Yeah. Nope.
And
Gotta try it all.
some of us are better at some tools than others. I mean, Ashley is super good at the dowsing rods.
Oh, okay.
I can't do the dowsing rods to save my life. I cannot keep my hands steady enough to do them.
Oh yeah, I'd imagine that you have to be real still. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you
Hold
can't
on.
move at all
Yeah, because that'll influence it to want to move. Yeah.
That's a spirit chiming in.
That was Ashley. I don't know what she said. All right, I'm going to see who your spirit guides are that are going to help you.
It's funny that you say about my spirituality growing and everything, because years ago my mum actually went to go see a psychic, and she was really good, and she got like my brothers down and everything, and then she said that she had a daughter who had psychic abilities, but she's suppressing them.
I did for a long time.
So there you go. It's kind
For
of
a long time.
interesting that popped up.
It's really, really, really hard to come into a conversation and be like, oh, by the way, I talk to dead people. Really kind of hard. So it's only been the last,
It's on your resume. They're like,
yeah, it's like, yeah, I've been able to do this forever, but you just don't tell people that. You just don't. Till now.
Only people who are interested, like who aren't gonna look at you, like you're crazy.
Right.
Because there's people out there that will just.
I don't
No,
care
I
what
can
they
feel you on that. Like I wouldn't. Yeah, it'd be tough.
Yeah, don't just be like, yeah. So this is for Doug. So you got the Magic Guardian. So you're supposed to unlock this magic within to open up your mind more and quit being such a skeptic. She's this nice little angel girl. Looks like she's holding some crystals.
She brought me a bowl of soup.
Bowl of soup. That's probably crystals, or maybe some sage or something. Bowl of soup, if that's what you want it to be. But yeah, you're supposed to unlock and just kind of let things come through that are trying to come through for you.
Okay.
And in doing that, just take some time and reflect. The Mirror Guardian. And she is looking into a mirror. And it looks like a whole galaxy out there. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So you've got some good stuff. And what this is going to do, it's going to take you in a new direction. And I think that's in spiritual growth.
Yeah. Opening my mind.
Open your mind. It's going to take you in a new direction.
open your mind, Doug.
Crack this thing
That's
open.
going to be on the back of our t-shirts now. Open your mind, Doug.
All right, Becky, let's see who's helping you. You got the wise one. Grow within your current situation, which is what you're doing. You're growing. So there's that owl you guys were talking about.
Oh, there he is.
Showing up.
There you go. So apparently owls are supposed to mean something to you. Looks like that's a raven as well. And some feathers.
God, Raven can't be good.
Raven.
Ravens are good. They're not bad. Ravens are smart.
I was gonna say smart, yeah.
They're very smart.
That's crows, isn't it?
And you got the
I think a raven
hunter.
and a crow are like the same thing.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
And you got the hunter. Track down your fears. He's kind of hot.
I got Jason Momoa in horns.
He's got horns. Yeah, he's kind of interesting feller. So if you've got some fears around growing, you know, you just got to face them and carry on.
Yeah. Maybe now you can finally go into the store by yourself and buy yourself stuff.
And then this card's telling you to take charge.
Do you hear that?
Take charge.
Take charge.
Step down, boy.
Take charge. And that goes back to what I said, speaking your mind. I think that's what he's telling you. Whatever it is, there's something that you just quite haven't said, but it's got a lot of symbolism in there. I think I see a ram's head and a snake and all kinds of stuff going on.
Interesting.
So
What does
that's
the ram
pretty
and snake mean?
interesting. That's
Kind of look
pretty
like Hearn the Hunter
interesting.
with the horns coming out of his head.
I am a Capricorn, so
You are a Capricorn. That's true. Interesting, huh, guys?
Doug's mom wants his cards to bring him home.
Oh.
Oh, well, he did get the Traveler.
Yeah.
He did get the Traveler card, so maybe you're supposed to come to the States and go on an investigation with us.
as soon as the coronavirus is over with, we can travel again.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't that be fun? Do you want to do some card stuff?
No, you can keep on going.
Keep on going. All right. I got one more deck that I like to use when I'm doing the psychic readings because it just helps me get a little bit more clarification.
We can do this deck, and then people were asking for a card that are in the chat.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you want to do that, that'd be cool.
You go right ahead.
You being camera shy?
No.
No. Would you believe a year ago when we started this, I wouldn't even let my shoes or my voice be on film?
Really?
Kind of got to ease into it. Yeah.
I was like, nope, don't even use my voice.
Yeah.
I just didn't
But now
like
look
it.
at you. You're live streaming.
In
No,
front
I'm
of
live.
millions.
Oh, in front of millions. I wish.
I walk around with the camera by myself and shoot my own films. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Oh, jumpers. You got 3 jumpers, girl. All right. So these cards are gorgeous. So this is the
Yeah.
give back card. So this is all kinds of fairies and children and flowers and what's that? A
Yeah.
Peacock.
peacock,
peacock in
and
there.
some deers and looks like a Pegasus and a ship. Just all kinds of, and it's
That's
just
my ship.
reminding
Yeah.
you,
There's a lot going on in
reminding
that one.
you to, you know, give back to the community and oh, look at the hot air balloons. There's all kinds of good stuff in here. Just a reminder, it's not all about you. Give back. The more you give out, the more you get back to yourself. So
Okay.
that's just a reminder. And then this one's called the alternative card. So, and this is, again, these little fairies. So there are alternatives. So there's other choices that you can make in your growth, whether that be classes or a mentor or something like that to help you with your spiritual growth. There's lots of different ways to do that. So look at outside the box. Don't be so skeptical. Look outside the box and look at other
Open your
alternatives.
mind, Doug.
It is, but it's just a reminder. Hint, hint.
Hint, hint. Hint taken.
Hint, hint. There's other things out there that you can try. And sometimes that requires a little bit of modification in your thought process. And that is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just like blown away at the images on the cards.
Oh, these are absolutely
Colorful.
gorgeous. Yeah, all kinds of stuff in there.
Modify.
Modified. Yep. Oh, those are awesome.
Those did seem to be directed towards me. Like, open my mind.
Why?
Modified.
Yeah, why are you overshadowing Becky's reading today?
I'm backing up. I'm backing up.
Get out of here.
I'm going to draw 3 more and see if these are more Becky. It's all about, it's a Doug show today.
It is.
Like, what the heck?
See, my spirit guide is a prankster.
Hmm.
Damn it, Uncle Ron.
Yeah, Uncle Ron.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe if I just back out of the shot. I'm like Homer Simpson in that meme, backing off into the bush.
These are Becky's cards. These are Becky's. Unconditional love.
Yeah, see,
That's you.
that's me.
That's you. Look at them. Aw, that's so beautiful. These are Becky's cards. No doubt. No doubt. And then you got spiritual growth. Got the growth card again.
We're both growers.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. The world. Yep.
It's gonna be all mine.
The world is mine.
Okay. And all we have to do to get there is set the intention. Set the intention.
So
Oh my gosh.
modify.
I love, like,
Intention.
set the intention. Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous.
And there's your little unicorn bump again. Look.
That is so cool. Awesome. Awesome.
Brilliant.
There you go.
So should we
Alright.
see if we have any volunteers from the chat?
Someone would like a card?
If you ladies would like to give someone from the chat a reading, seeing as Doug, and then you'll pull it out and it will be Doug's card again.
It'll be all me.
He's just in here, just.
It's all mine.
I'm just looking. I have about 30 different card decks, so I'm just.
Picking the right one. The YouTube live stream card deck. Intention, baby. Oh,
Oh,
I
intention.
read that
baby.
wrong. I was like, intention, baby.
Dougie V.
Alright, so we have Nicole first.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make a list.
Wants card.
You got paper?
I've got paper. I'll make a list.
Everybody wants one.
All right, something for Brian first.
Yeah, let's do Brian first.
Okay. All right, Brian.
Brian, Nicole, Mumsy,
Hope you don't have anything to do.
Cheryl. I told you we were going to keep you all night, didn't I?
You guys are gonna have to split shifts here.
If she gets tired, I'll take over.
Brian, you got the adventure card. So you are on an adventure of a lifetime right now. You've got a little mermaid in a shell. There's a moon, lots of stars.
Adventurous.
Definitely the adventure. So be open to it. You're either in it right now or you're about to be. She's just right there thinking about it. It's an awesome card. All right. Please put in the chat if that makes sense to you.
That was for Brian, wasn't it?
Yes.
Mhm.
And then we got Necro Chatter next. I don't know what his name is.
That's Sean.
Sean?
All right. Spirits, what do you have for Sean?
What'd Brian say? I'm so in it.
So in it.
In the adventure of a lifetime?
Yeah.
Is that what? Awesome.
Sounds like he's an adventurer.
All right. Sean, contemplation. So something's going on and you're thinking and trying to decide what move to make next. Contemplation. In this card, we've got a lion and a lioness and lots of butterflies, lots of butterflies. So contemplation.
And a fire-breathing lion.
Yeah.
Lion. Lots going on.
A jealous
something.
lioness in the background.
I see a lioness. I see another lion down here as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You
Down here
lion.
Lion. Oh, that's a lady with the lion.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I'm looking at it backwards on the screen, so yeah.
Turns out you're giving everyone's fortunes backwards.
Nah.
Yep. So contemplation. So some big decisions you're trying to figure out.
What do you say? That is an
Comment.
everyday for me. Sean says.
That's a what?
That is an everyday for me.
Every day is a contemplation. Yeah.
Mhm.
It is. Every day is full of choices, isn't it?
Was Nicole next?
Nicole, yeah.
Yep.
Nicole, okay.
Amy predicts tomorrow is Sunday.
It's just crazy talk.
Assurance. So Nicole, this is the assurance card. So Spirit's just trying to assure you that the decisions you're making right now are the right ones. An interesting card with the people up in the tree. See 1, 2, 3. I see 4. So you're making some big choices too, but rest assured these moves you're making are right. You don't need to second guess yourself. So good card.
Who was that, Nicole?
Mm-hmm.
That was
Said, thank
Nicole.
God.
I think we've got Marina next.
Marina, okay.
Mhm.
And her friend Maureen is with her as well. So if you could do one for each of them.
Okay.
Now, Doug, was your mom trying to say that your dad wants a card?
Let's take a look.
Yeah, she did. I put him down.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, you got it down. Okay.
Oh, Marina, You are in the perfect setting. Where you're at right now is perfect for where you need to be right now. It's a beautiful sunrise. You're in the perfect setting. That's a gorgeous card.
I love that deck.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we are designing our own Oracle card decks this year.
That's
We
awesome.
are.
Awesome.
Yeah, using our own photography.
That's
So we'll have a
really cool.
spirit animal deck with my animal photography, and then we'll have more of like a spooky moons and you know, cemetery.
Spooky places.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
That's really cool.
That is cool.
I feel
Stay
like that way
tuned.
you can connect to the cards better.
Yeah, you know, it's like something personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both love doing oracle cards and tarot.
Yeah, they are pretty cool.
Maureen.
Maureen,
we did,
yeah.
Oh, have you done Marina?
Maureen.
She just
Yeah.
did Marina, didn't she?
She said safe at home.
Safe at home. Yep. Probably got the fire going.
Yeah.
Oh, Maureen, be gentle with yourself. Stop beating yourself up and being hateful to yourself.
We're gonna have to
You're
get down
kinder
those garbage
to
cans.
everybody else than you are yourself. Yep. Looks like there's some deers and some pretty little birds and some flowers but yeah, be gentle with yourself. And that's hard. We're always
Sometimes
harder
it's
on
okay
ourselves,
to put
so.
yourself first.
You have to put yourself first for sure. Not sometimes, all the time.
Hmm.
Because if you're not being true to yourself, then you're hiding in the shadows. You put yourself first. All right. Does that resonate with you, Maureen
What did she say?
and Marina?
She said sounds good, but I don't know if that was towards her or towards Maureen. That is very true of Maureen.
It is, yeah.
Who's next?
I think Cheryl was next.
Cheryl?
Oh, so
Infinite blessings. Infinite blessings. So Cheryl, you've got a lot of good things coming your way.
time to play those lottery numbers.
That's right. Look at that. That is awesome. Yep. Lots and lots of blessings. And when those blessings come, make sure you tell the universe thank you. So they'll keep on coming. Awesome. That's a lucky card for sure.
Cheryl said, wonderful. It is wonderful.
That is wonderful.
I think we had your dad next, who is obviously Doug the Third.
It's Doug the Third.
Doug the Third.
Dougie 3.
Okay, Doug the Third. What have we got for you? He's saying, make it a grandkid. Make it a grandkid.
Yeah. He's like, give me that extended mag I've been waiting for.
Right? He got fresh approach.
Oh.
So, Doug the Third, are you like Doug the Fourth? And you need to look at things differently instead of so skeptical.
Fresh
Look at things
approach.
a little bit differently. Did you say Doug the Third's a grouch?
No.
I was going to say that. Did you just say? Are you sure?
That
No,
must
you
have been
said
it. That's his spirit guide talking. No.
I swear it sounded like you said he's a grouch.
No, I just said fresh approach.
She's like, I heard it from somewhere.
Oh, I don't know. Well, that's really cool. A fresh approach. So just look at things a little differently from a different perspective, and I think you'll be pleased.
Sounds about right.
Awesome. The next one was Fusion Musk.
Fusion Musk.
Fusion music.
Oh, music.
Oh, music, sorry.
Musk.
That's my handwriting.
Fusion music.
That one will make the bloopers.
I was letting my spirit guide do the handwriting for that one.
Right? Oh my gosh, I never can read it. It's really bad. And the problem is I don't remember the channeling either, so I'm really at a loss sometimes. Like, what is this? Oh my gosh. All right, fusion music. Seek beauty. So seek beauty in everything that you do. Everything you do in life, look for the beautiful part of it.
Look for the beauty in people saying your name incorrectly.
Yep. Yep. There's always a bright side. I try to look at the bright side of everything. Yep. Hopefully that resonates with you, Fusion.
You hear that, Musk? I think your mum was next.
Yeah.
Name the band Fusion Musk now.
Fusion must.
Because you must, because you get a Seek beauty. Elon's brother.
Yeah.
All right.
next?
Anybody else?
Looks like my mother. Her name's Janella.
Janella.
She wants a card.
What do the spirits have for Janella?
I love that your mothers both come on to your lives. My mom and dad do as well.
Oh, see? Support.
Yeah, my
They're our
dad
number
was
one
the only
fans.
guy. It's usually a bunch of women, and it's pretty funny. And we always pull him a card regardless.
Like that card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine don't come on. None of them. I called my mother on the way here, and she's like, "Nope."
Aw.
No, they think I'm absolutely wackadoodle.
Aw.
So dad or mom, you need to seek beauty as well.
Oh.
And that's crazy because I
Time to go
shuffled
on a
the heck-
vacation.
Yep, seek beauty. Look at the positives. Look at the positives. Doug and Becky will be here before you know it. They'll open up these borders soon. I'm hoping by summer for sure.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
We have some collaborating to do. They have to open it up.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
there's
that's
so many
true.
people.
That's true.
Some in real life collaborated.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The family wants to see him. We want him to come down.
Yep.
Both of you to come down. We're gonna come there.
Oh yeah. All right.
Your mom.
That's what we said. We said both our mums are here.
She was
All right,
mad she
who's
didn't get the shout out. But she did get the shout out.
Did you have somebody before Ida on your
No.
list? Okay, Ida.
Oh.
Ida.
Yep,
All right. Oh, Ida, celebrate the differences. So celebrate the differences in your life and between people. And, we all can't be cookie cutters the same. We're all different. So celebrate those differences and embrace them.
Oh, thank you, Marina.
It's really pretty. I love the dolphins. Oh, that's really pretty.
When I was little, I was gonna have a pet dolphin and a pet tiger.
Oh,
You're like in the same tank.
Yeah, they're going to be in the same aquarium.
They wanted to know where I was gonna keep them, and I said, "Well, the dolphin's gonna be in the pool, duh." In the pool. And the tiger was gonna stay in my room, and my uncle had a slaughterhouse next door, so I had plenty of scrap to feed him. Oh my God. I had it all worked out.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it was worked out pretty well.
And if he was too naughty, you knew where to send him.
Oh my God. That's pretty funny.
Yep.
All right. Anybody else want a card?
Susan.
And Becky's dad.
Susan and Becky's dad. Okay.
My dad is the skeptic of skeptics.
Oh, Lord.
Hopefully he gets the open mind one, huh?
Right?
I got plenty of those today.
Open your mind,
Oh.
Doug.
Sue. Amplify the positive emotions. So Sue, see, everything you do has a ripple effect in that water. So amplify the positives. Lucky number 7. There you go. Good card. So I hope that resonates with you, Sue. Let us know in the chat.
It's interesting how most of these are connecting with people.
Yeah, I haven't had any. I don't think we've had anybody in the chat say, "Nope, that's not me." So that's a good thing, right?
That's a good thing.
No, I said he's the skeptics of the skeptics.
All right. So now I'm pulling for the skeptic of the skeptics of the skeptics.
His name's Pete.
Pete. Oh, he had a jumper. Oh, he's a double.
Get me out of here.
Here's a jumper. So you're not going to believe this. So, Pete, you need to laugh some more. You need to laugh. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Don't be so serious all the darn time. Yep. And while you're at it, seek some beauty.
For the 3rd time.
This is a trend today. This typically happens where one card will take over and start coming out all the time because lots of people need to hear it. Look for the good side of things. Quit. Oh, 2020 was horrible.
I was going to say, we did just get done with 2020, so that card's probably popping up all over the place.
Not horrible.
Right.
It was a challenge.
It was challenging. There you go.
Horrible.
That's a better way to look at it.
Yeah, the world didn't blow up. It just quarantined.
Yeah.
And what did that do? That made people connect with family again and find new ways of communicating, and lots of spiritual growth has been happening. I mean, it's a good thing. So laugh some more, Dad, and find the good reasons. Find the good thoughts.
Excellent. Did we have anybody else in there?
Amy said there's room for me.
I would love a reading too. Okay.
Yep. All right.
Amy.
All right, Amy.
She's going to be like, yes, it's definitely Sunday tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sunday tomorrow. I thought it was today. I was like, oh, wait, I have one more day. Tomorrow's take down the Christmas tree day, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, jumper. She got a double jumper too.
Oh.
She got a triple jumper. So, Amy, maintain that childlike spirit. So, claim that inner child and be goofy. Have fun. Don't be so uptight all the time. It's okay to have fun. Because there's new possibilities and experiences if you just let yourself allow it to happen. Look at the lady on a horse. Oh my gosh, this is pretty. Yep. All right. How we doing?
So far, so good. Covering everybody. Let's see. Looks like my brother Kevin would like a card as well. Yeah.
27th, Kevin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 27, Kevin.
Oh, 27, Kevin?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, well, there was a reason that 27 came out.
Mm-hmm. Now here he is.
Now here he is. All right, Kevin. Make a decision. Whatever it is that you're thinking about, make a flippin' decision.
Yeah. You've now got a deadline.
There you go.
Uncle Ron has spoken.
Yep.
That's right. 27 Kevin.
Make a decision.
Make a decision. Stop hemming and hawing. Just decide and go with it. There you go. The cards have spoken.
The cards have spoken. You heard it, Kevin.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's great.
What else we got?
I think that's everyone that wanted a reading up to date.
Uh-oh, Kevin.
To marry or not to marry?
Oh, you gotta make a decision.
Oh, that's the question. Do we need an answer?
Kevin said, holy shit.
Make a decision. That's a big one.
That is, yeah. He's probably trying to decide what gun to buy next. He's like,
How can I upgrade my PC?
Yeah.
All right, so if nobody else wants a reading, I guess we can do a little Q&A session.
I can also do a waning moon reading.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's do that.
Let Stephanie jump in and
We'll give you a little break here.
yeah, we'll make another spot of tea and let Stephanie jump in.
Tea break.
Did she say she was going to make a spot of tea?
That was
I think
good.
she did.
That was good.
I say that all the time. That's not nothing. That's nothing new.
Pop the kettle on. That's what we say.
Pop the kettle on. Yes, that's what I did.
It only gets used when she's here.
I leave my tea bag here and everything. I'm like, oh, leave it here. I'll be back.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I had to look back and see what, I knew it was a 4-card spread, but I wasn't sure exactly what it was. So we are in the waning moon right now, which is when we need to let go. So all the things that we need to let go before the new moon, which is when we need to set our new intentions.
Sounds intense.
Yeah.
Mercury coming up soon. It is, I believe.
I can hear the cards clearing their throat right now.
Oh, that one jumped all the way on the ground.
Oh,
Got another jumper.
Jumping for fun.
Yep.
little ASMR action for you.
Okay. So as I said, the waning moon, we just had the full moon. That's where we surrendered all of our intentions from the last new moon out into the universe. And now it's in the universe's hands. And we also we have to get rid of everything now that no longer serves us. So anything that doesn't serve you anymore, you don't have room for it. So this is a general reading, and what the divine is telling us that we need to release is to surrender to the divine. Full moon. So this actually came up in the full moon reading as what the full moon was telling us. So I'm reading this as you have to surrender everything. We kind of do that with the new year coming on anyway. So, you set your intentions or whatever it is, your goals for the new year. But this is telling us to just throw it all out there. And we're not going to start new, but just kind of give it out there for what is supposed to happen. So if it's supposed to happen, it's going to happen now. You've done everything you can.
Okay.
What is going to help you? These cards blow me away every time. Communication. Communication is the key. New moon in Gemini. So what's going to help you to surrender all of this is communication, which that's a no-brainer, right? So Becky, if you're holding anything back, you better communicate.
Let it out. Just let it out.
Let it out.
I don't want to.
I don't wanna.
What is going to help us to surrender and have faith? Have faith in your dreams? Waxing crescent moon. So you just have to have faith in what it is that you're trying to manifest, what your intentions are, what your goals are, in order for you to be able to surrender the stuff that's not working for you anymore. And the final outcome is full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. So basically this is perfect. You have to surrender all the crap, everything. Surrender it all. Surrender it, whether it's good or bad, let it go. How are you going to do that with communication? What's going to help you to surrender as well is, having faith in your dreams. So let it go, having faith that if it's supposed to happen, it's going to happen. And then that final outcome will be the bigger picture. What's supposed to happen is going to be the final outcome.
And the jumper.
Oh, and the jumper. What's the jumper?
Oh, wild card.
Yeah, we got a wild card here.
Wait, it's jumping out of my hands. Adjustments are required.
Oh.
So third quarter moon. Adjustments are required, which I believe we're getting ready for the third quarter moon this week.
Full moon. Yes, we are.
So the third quarter moon is coming up, but basically what that's saying is that most likely as we're getting rid of all of this, and then we're going to set our intentions again at the new moon, which I believe is the 29th of January, I think. I'll have to check that, but adjustments are required for the things that we are going to set as our intentions going forward in the first new moon for 2021. So that's not a no-brainer.
That's cool.
The cards have spoken.
The cards have spoken. And I will say they made sense.
They did make sense, didn't they? I was like, whoa.
I really like this
Yeah.
book, this author. We took some classes through her. Yasmin Bolin is who it is, Moonology, and she does a lot of stuff and helps you understand your birth chart a little bit more. And the moon has always had a big effect on me, and it's nice now to really understand the phases more so that I can understand my mood.
Makes sense. It's good to have the heads up.
Yeah, it is for everybody.
It's like, yeah, don't come over today. Just trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
All
cards are
right.
spoken.
Well, now we can do some Q&A.
Yeah.
That was strange, though.
That was good.
I'm a terrible communicator.
Yeah. Got to communicate better.
Becky,
I like
you are
that.
a terrible communicator.
You're a
Yeah,
terrible
when it comes to
communicator, Becky?
serious things.
Uh,
That's why I felt it in your throat chakra.
Ah,
Yep.
see? It's making sense.
Yep.
See? Oh, girl.
See? These ladies, they know what they're talking about. And also, everyone that is with us right now, if you aren't subscribed to Get Spooky Society, please do go and subscribe to them.
Yeah.
The link's in the description below.
Yep, go check out all their content. Again, they I think as of right now, the content that they've sent us to go over and kind of debunk, I think theirs is probably so far they've sent in one thing that really had me scratching my head. I just couldn't really explain it. It was just really good evidence. So definitely worth checking out their stuff.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
We can't explain it either sometimes.
Yeah, it's
What happened?
that's the thing about being a skeptic. Like, that's the thing is like I don't have to step into the realm, but I will always admit when I don't know. Like I just and that's to get that out of me is pretty good.
Yeah. For sure.
That's awesome. I love that you do check it out and question because, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we were saying that last night or a couple of nights ago when we were doing our recap that we had the Did We Catch a Shadow Figure at the Whitehall Tavern, and I would like I might send it to one of the debunkers and just have them go over it technically, because I've tried everything and there was no light source behind us besides the camera light, and I could not recreate it.
Yeah.
So
some of those things, it's just really hard to explain. I mean, you can use like you said, a light source, or there was no light source, and you see it, and some people might claim that they can explain it, but like if you don't know what it is, you just don't know what it is. Like for me, putting it in the realm of the paranormal is kind of rough for me because I don't really know what is paranormal. I don't know if things are normal, and I just never, it's not normal to me, But being able to admit I don't know when I see something, that in my opinion gets as close as possible, to the paranormal. Like I don't know, it could have been actually, So
right.
it's really cool to see that stuff.
It is.
It's good.
We
It's
had a
really cool to capture it, especially to like be there and witness it with your eyes, like I have many a times now since starting this. Yeah, it's exciting.
We have a question from Gregor.
Yeah.
It says, do animal spirits communicate with you?
Mm-hmm.
with Stephanie, they do.
I can talk to any animal for sure. I with my being such a sensitive empath, if an animal is hurt, I pass out. Like I absorb it all, and it's just bad. I was going to be a veterinarian because I could communicate with animals so well, but I can't see them in distress. It wipes me out.
Can you communicate with animals over a webcam?
I don't know if I can do that. Are you bringing the dog?
I'm like,
in?
tell me what this thing is thinking.
Yeah.
One of the skills that Stephanie wants to pursue and really work on in the next year. So check back.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that'd be really cool.
That's really cool.
I've done it since I was little. Like I have tamed the animals since I was little.
Wow. That's awesome. Whereas we can shout Dobby's name over and over again, he just won't pay any attention to us.
But if a dog barks on the TV, it's over. He's
Yeah.
going crazy.
I bet if you called
Does
his name right
finding-
now, he wouldn't.
Dobby?
Dobby,
Dobby?
Dobby.
No.
Does
He hears me.
finding
He opened his
dimes-
eyes, but he's just not moving.
Oh,
I think he knows he's just lazy.
that's funny. Nicole wants to know if finding dimes everywhere really means something.
Yes. It could be an angel sign for your spirit angels or your spirit guides trying to tell you something. Does the number 10 or mean something significant to you? That would be my next question, so that you could try to figure out who those would be from.
Are you able to communicate with deceased animals?
Not me.
I've communicated with my own that have passed, but I haven't ever like gone to a pet cemetery or anything like that. But I do communicate with my own that have passed, and I do have them all buried up on the hill, so they're right here. But I feel like a lot of times each dog I rescued all my dogs, and each dog that I've gotten has come, like the next dog that picks me, because they usually pick me, is almost the same dog that I just had.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so my mum wanted a message from Kimmy, but she's a dog that passed away, so that was the no.
We'll have to check back on that one.
Yeah.
After stepping on
This
those,
time next year.
This might be a new ability that you can work to develop.
Right.
Turns out the cards were talking towards Stephanie this
Yeah,
whole time. And Sean says, Owen wanted to ask if you found any velociraptors lately.
Oh,
Every time we go on a hunt, they're there.
at least hear them. We can hear them almost every time.
Yeah.
When we did our Dick Turpin video, there was deer in the background. Well, we think they were deer, but Sean's son thought they were velociraptors. So
Maybe if we can get Stephanie over here, she can try to communicate with one. See if we can.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to come to England. Oh my
talking
gosh.
to the dinosaurs, yeah. You guys
Definitely
need to
worth
come
the
over
visit.
here. So much ghosty history.
Oh yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. The history over here is just crazy, and then all the old castles and just structures.
Oh, I love castles.
And, yeah, no, you would love it here then. There's a lot of castles.
Ever communicated with someone or something that claimed to be from another planet?
I have not.
No.
It's an interesting one.
That is a good
Yeah.
one. I wish.
I have not.
That'd be
My
awesome.
uncle that lives up the road, in 2012, he and his wife, they do not, well, she'll drink wine and stuff, but he doesn't drink at all. And on their way home, it was July 4th. And on their way home out on the country road, they saw 4 UFOs, like big right there. And they weren't the only ones that saw them. Other people in the area saw them as well. And my uncle has been like in seminars and he knows all the people of all. So he hasn't necessarily communicated with anything, but he will tell you that sometimes he can go out in the yard and just say, okay, and they appear, like the UFO will appear.
And claims like that are getting more and more credible every day, considering like when things like the U.S. government, releasing documents stating that UFOs are real, like they have documented UFOs. So now when you hear things like that, it becomes more of like a, really, like, where was this? Like,
Yeah.
instead of more of like a, oh, really?
Yep.
No, it's definitely cool.
Excuse me while I let
Are you going to let the dog out? Sorry.
the dog wants to go.
I'm
out.
ignoring my toddler. Mercury retrograde. Oh yeah, Mercury retrograde is real, real, real. Just don't tell me when it is. I don't want to know. I'll figure it out on my own when everything
what is
goes
that?
wrong.
Yeah, what is that for us?
Yeah. No, we're like, what's that?
3 times this year.
Yeah.
She's like, you don't want to.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna explain it to you.
Do yourself a favor and never find out.
Yeah, that's one of my least favorite times. We have not been attacked by anything evil or demonic, no. But we set our intentions going in that we do not invite anything evil or demonic in, and we know how to protect ourselves. And there are investigators and people that is their goal, and so that's why that stuff will happen. Or if you don't know how to protect yourself. So
Yeah, we've had aggressive spirit before, trying to aggressively get our attention. And then at the church on Halloween, we had the aggressive ones that I had to really.
Yeah, I mean, we also have never been attacked by anything. I mean, we've had like eerie feelings, more
like
negative feelings,
burn us.
things that sound like things were being thrown at us, stuff like that. But never actually have we been attacked or physically harmed in any way. But,
Yeah, we've never felt like threatened.
There's a few times that not really threatened, but an uneasy feeling, I guess you could say, where it was kind of like we might need to get out of here, you know. At least I am. I'm like, let's just go. Yeah. We gotta go.
I'm like, just getting good. Come on.
Yeah.
Megan's like, wait a minute.
We ain't going anywhere.
But I feel like usually when we're in an investigation, we're all almost in a trance of so honed in on what we're doing that I'm not even scared, to be honest. I'm not, even if it does tend to be a little aggressive, I'm ready to just take it down. I don't feel scared at all.
Yeah.
I haven't yet been scared.
For the most part, it's not. Never do we really get scared. I think the uneasy feelings, there's only been a couple of them in it, and it was like specific things, like being in that graveyard at the old church, St. Andrew's in Windsor. I was spooked because we were getting such direct answers from the spirit box. Like it said St. Andrew's, and it was clear as day. And I was, even when I heard it, I was like, even as a skeptic, I'm like, this thing literally just said where we're standing. Like it said the name of the church. And I'm like, it isn't connected to the internet or anything. It's just a phone that we have the app on,
Right.
And that immediately I was just like, that's kind of weird. And then there was just like a collection of things that kind of made it really eerie. And I'm just like, well, we're in a graveyard that's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old. It's like ancient, And it was just like, I'm like, if there is anything, it's here right now, and we gotta go.
He was like, oh, we can go now. No, just
we stayed and got all the evidence we could, but I was just like, oof. When it was time to go, I was ready.
That's not the same one where you were smelling. You had the smells happening.
Yeah, that was
too.
Yeah, it was the same one. Yeah.
Oh wow, I can't wait to go look at your stuff now that I'm allowed. Yeah, oh, that would be amazing. I guess the oldest cemetery we've been in was it late 1700s? Just a few markers.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure how old that one was, but I know it was pretty. It was
up.
St. Andrews is pretty old. If I could look it up real quick. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. In America, we still have like ancient, like Indian, native burial grounds and stuff like that. So there are a lot of areas, but it's just not as common as over here, where everything's just like really old.
Right.
You have these.
And Europe is so compact.
Yeah.
Where we're, in
very
the
spread
States,
out.
it's really spread
You got to
out,
like go
but-
for a hike to find an Indian burial ground. Like,
Yeah. I mean, we're grateful where we're at here in the Cincinnati area. There's a lot of Indian mounds and a lot of Native American things because we're right along a major river.
Yeah.
We have a lot of activity here.
Yeah, that river, fed like every tribe that was around that area. So it's like, of course,
absolutely.
you're gonna have a lot of areas where where you'll find burial grounds and such.
Oh yeah, yeah, there are.
Right.
Gregor says, what do you believe happens when you die?
Mm.
You guys
Well.
want to go first?
Tell us, Tina.
Well, my belief system is that we are energy, we are soul, and when we die, we go to soul school, for lack of a better word. Call it heaven, call it wherever you want to call it, soul school. And you kind of replay your life. Did you learn your lessons? Did you do what you needed to do? Did you clear the karma that you needed to clear on that lifetime? And you kind of go through it with your guides and your higher power, whatever you want to call that, be it God, Buddha, Jesus, whatever, higher source, divine. And you just kind of go through what did you learn? Did you accomplish? What your contract? Because I believe we have a soul contract. We come here to learn certain things. We agree to learn certain things and to go through certain things. Yes, you can agree to come in and have a disability because you needed to learn how to be humble or something to that effect. So I believe we do that. We go up to soul school, and however long that takes, you go through it, you learn your lessons, you figure out what else does your soul need to advance further, because the goal is to advance your soul through many lifetimes to become the highest vibration you can as an energy source. So most of us go through hundreds of lifetimes, hundreds. This is all my opinion. This is what I believe in. So once you're ready, then you sign another contract, so to speak, and you come back again and learn some new lessons. So that's how I see things. I know that I've been here many, 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 many times. And, my job this time around is to help as many souls get to a higher level that I can. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's funny that you say that, because I actually believe in reincarnation. Just because of this one time where my niece was sat in the back of the car and she was only just talking. She was a little over 2. And all of a sudden she started talking about the time she was buried and how the worms were her friends. And she was naming these brothers and sisters that she had, and she didn't know there was names from anywhere else. It was just really peculiar. And it came out of nowhere, so I was like, whoa.
Yeah, children have the abilities to still remember their previous times, but we're conditioned as humans to forget.
Right.
Now, if the world was at a higher vibration and we recognize these things, then we could, focus on them and help the children, remember, because it's okay to remember. You learn from it, But I've had some really crazy experiences with children seeing and talking, and you'll notice with babies especially, you'll be holding a baby, but it's looking past you and just smiling and giggling. And why do you think that is? Because they can see things that we can't see anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
One of the things that I always tell people that come to me with questions about these types of things is if you've never, why is there a gnat in here? If you've never read Lorna Burns' Angels in My Hair, when I was going through my cancer treatments and really thought there was a chance I was going to die, I read that book. A friend gave it to me and I read that book, and it's supposed to be a true story. It's her life. I don't believe everything that's in the book, but I think some of it was, maybe embellished, but it made me feel a lot better about dying. And I don't know, I just had another person that Tina did readings for both of her granddaughters recently, and she lives in California, and she missed our live to get a card, and she told me in the message that she was contemplating death and what happens. And just because she's getting older and that. And so I forget what the card was I drew for her, but it was dead on the message that she needed. And she just finished reading the book. And she told me that it was the best thing that I could have ever told her to do. So,
Wow.
yeah. Do our loved ones who have passed celebrate birthdays and holidays in heaven? I don't know about that.
Not really, because
There really isn't any time, right?
right, time is continuous,
Mhm.
and if you've had 100 lifetimes, you'd have a birthday almost every day.
True. Yeah.
So-
I don't know. I've never
So
been asked
I
that
would say
question.
no. I would say no, they do not. Now, do they look down on us? Or look, not down on us, that's not the word I'm trying to say, from heaven. Do they think we're crazy for doing that? No. Do they watch us and see us celebrating and are joyous that we're joyous? Yes. Yes,
Mhm.
I believe that they are. But no, I do not believe that they have birthday parties.
Yeah, I don't either.
Naomi says, my sister who passed comes to me in my dreams. Is it real?
100%. Yes.
100%.
Write it down.
Mhm.
Write it down.
Yep.
Whatever it is she said, whatever was happening, write it down.
The veil is thinnest when you're sleeping.
Yep.
Yeah. And my loved ones come if I ask them to. A few, not all of them. My grandmother has, since my abilities have been have gotten stronger. Yeah, my grandma is starting to come. Her birthday was the 31st, which is why I absolutely hate New Year's Eve. But yeah, they definitely, especially in your dreams.
I keep having dreams where like little children are trying to possess me and crawling through the windows and stuff, and I'm like, I gotta stop doing this ghost hunting business.
Okay, so before you go to sleep, you need to wrap yourself in a bubble of light and
Mhm.
let them know they are not allowed to bother you in your sleep.
I'll tell them
It works.
tonight.
I'm not kidding.
It works. Let us know if you
Because
do
I
it.
sleep next to the window, so I don't want them crawling over me.
No.
Say, no, not allowed to interrupt my sleep.
Mhm.
Thank you very much. Nope.
I used to have night terrors until somebody told me that, and I started doing it, and I don't have them anymore. I mean, it was bad, really bad.
Oh, I'll try that tonight. I'll tell him, get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
But you have
husband
to
will beat you
yourself
up.
in a
Yeah,
bubble
come
of
on.
light.
Come on.
Dougie3 says, how is it that I know what's going to happen and sometimes in the same day? It started when I was 12.
Because you're clairvoyant. You know things.
My dad's a clairvoyant.
And Gregor says, have you communicated with any celebrity spirits?
Nope.
We've
You guys have.
We've done experiments where we tried to do like the communication, and I think we've gotten some interesting results from them actually, and even a couple of direct responses, which had me wondering like, how do we get that? So
that was amazing. Yeah, Amy Winehouse one of my favorite videos that you guys have ever done.
Yeah, the Amy one was fun. I remember it being really busy that day in London too, and it was such a hard video to get to find the right moments to like ask questions and be able to pick them up. But it was a really fun. That was a fun one to make.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I love that one. What was the other one you did?
We did Freddie Mercury. Yeah, that was another one in London. That one was a bit easier. That street that he lived on was a bit quieter because they were doing some construction down it or something. But that was another fun one. That one getting the responses that we got.
But then we wanted to go. We cut it short because we wanted to go to where his memorial was in the cemetery, and it was such a hot day, and the cemetery was massive, and we walked around for like 4 hours trying to find the cemetery.
We walked miles and miles
and it
of
was
cemetery.
so hot. And then when I got home, it turns out that someone had moved his memorial.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it was removed. It wasn't even there. That's why we couldn't find it.
Yeah, someone told me, and I looked
If
it
we
up,
would
I
have
was
just like
"Ugh."
did a little bit more research, just a little tiny bit more, it would have saved our legs a little bit.
It was
Oh, wow.
terrible.
But yeah, no, that was fun too. So I would say, you know, if they are out there, yeah, I feel like maybe we did, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't tried. I mean, we haven't really.
You
We
know, it's
don't
kind
really have necessary. Well, okay. The only thing we've come close to a celebrity was Aunt Nell, who was a slave to the founder of Laurel, Indiana, and she was 115 years old when she died.
oh,
And all they knew was that she was Aunt Nell and how old she was. And we went to her grave, and she just kept saying, "Why does everybody want to talk to me?" Because she has no idea why why it's so amazing to be in her presence.
wow.
Yeah.
That would be, I would say, huge celebrity.
And we,
Yes.
when it comes to, you know, older celebrities, if you want to say that, I mean, we've been in contact with like
Anne Boleyn.
Anne Boleyn, you know, King Henry, the one of his wives that he beheaded, and we had
Yep.
some very clear responses from that.
3 times.
3 different times. I think one with the two with the spirit box, and then we had actual EVPs that we picked up on the camera that we found later.
I would
And,
love that. Oh my
Oh,
God.
that was really cool, and just being that, you know, we got the responses we were looking for, and clear as day. Just that's another one that just left me
We
shocked.
weren't even expecting a name to come up, were we?
Yeah, we weren't really expecting her name anyway, because we were there investigating
Someone else.
a man that she had a love affair with. So he was executed as well as Anne Boleyn for the same, you know. And I think we just by chance asked, we asked something like, "You were executed for committing adultery. Can you tell us who you committed that adultery with?" And right after that question was asked, it came through immediately, clear as day too. Like it was
That's
amazing.
awesome.
That was probably one of the ones that shocked me the most.
That was a good one.
So there was that, yeah. So I'd say there's a couple of celebrity spirits that I think we may have come in contact with, according to the
Yeah.
Necrophonic. That app,
Right.
that app does kind of impress me.
You know, there's so many skeptics about it. In my opinion, being of open mind, is it a word bank? Absolutely. However, something is telling it what words to spit out, right?
Right.
So, and sometimes you hear the same things coming out, but then sometimes there's just something I've never heard ever
Mhm.
using it or anybody else.
Right.
So to me, I think it's legit.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, I think she was speaking about this earlier. Even though it's, a piece of technology, it's not like a FM radio where you can flip through. You would think that even with technology advancing and being able to use a spirit box that's on a phone, an app, that these spirits would learn how to manipulate that object as well. I mean, it's just it's manipulating the object. So you would think that it wouldn't really matter as long as it has the ability to put words together, So I feel like it's just as legit as anything else that you would use, It's just another tool.
And it's like you were just saying, like, say you hear the same thing over and over again, but every now and again this strange voice pops through, and even though you've used it a bunch of times, you sort of know the word bank off by heart.
Yeah.
And like sometimes these strange voices just whisper something through, and you're like, oh, that definitely is not part of the sound bank.
And when it's word for word, and you can just hear it clear as day, there's just no denying what it said. That's when it's just like, okay. I think we went over this before. Even if this app is a fluke, and it is designed to, I'm just sitting there going, what a piece of art this thing is, because it's like, how did they create something so like advanced and smart to know exactly where I'm standing, who I'm trying to communicate with? It's just spitting the names out, even like obscure names of like people that aren't famous. When we did the Molly Tape haunting, and when we did, there was a couple more that were just kind of like off the, just not very famous hauntings, and we were still getting names and stuff. It's like, if this app is fake, I'm still amazed and I'm still impressed with it, like with the technology. But yeah, no, it's an impressive tool, in my opinion.
I agree too.
It is. We use it a lot. I mean, as far as, and it's cool if I have channeled a name, which they don't know what I channel prior. I don't know where I'm going. We try to keep everybody kind of in the dark, and then after sometimes throughout the investigation, as things start happening, I'll be like, oh, here's my notebook, guys.
Right.
You know, and all my stuff will be right there. And, you know, and sometimes that app will spit out the name, and I'll be like, oh God, it said it. Now this, now we research. And sure enough, that was truly the name.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
The validation is amazing.
Mhm.
Mhm.
How do
Gregor
spirits
says-
communicate with you? By talking or imagery? Depends. Depends on what they talk to her, you see as well,
I
right?
see, hear, feel, and sometimes smell spirit.
Yeah.
And
That's what we
does
call
not mean
ourselves,
I
the
smell
spirit
dead
sniffers,
people. I
'cause they
smell
always come
the
out
scent
smelling.
of-
Yeah, I got a nose for it. And that's it.
Well, I did accidentally tell someone during a podcast that I smelled dead people. And that was kind of awkward.
They thought she meant she actually smelled dead.
Like, not
Yeah,
dead
so there I was at the morgue.
That needs to go on a shirt. I smell dead people.
But I can smell, like, if you know, they smoked a pipe or a cigarette or their perfume. Sometimes I get a whiff of
Like
a
earlier.
scent.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got the pipe.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the pipe, exactly.
Right.
You know, but most of the time, when I'm channeling, it's flashes, flashes of pictures. Sometimes I can, you know, physically hear the words. I mean, it just really depends on how strong that spirit is
Mhm.
Yeah.
as to what they can project.
Right. Right. And I get more messages, but also my visions are getting better. There's only been a few times like I've actually heard in an investigation, actually heard it, but I don't hear that well. I thought I was more getting messages, but then when I did a test that we all did a meditation to figure out what your greatest ability was, it turned out it was my visions. So that was interesting. It was an interesting meditation to do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So do we reunite with the same soul's life after life, like family members?
Yes. Not all of them every single time, and not always in the same role. So your mother could be your brother next time, or so forth. This depends on what lessons you all need to learn and what you sign up for. So yes, you do tend to come back with the same.
But it doesn't necessarily mean you know.
Right.
So it's more of it's not like you're going to come back and then you're going to be like, you were my dad in my last life. It's
Right.
more of when you meet people that you immediately connect with and that you just want to tell everything to, and you just met them. It's more about that, I think.
Yeah.
Versus you're not going to, come back and just be with the same mom and dad and whatever.
No.
God,
no,
you weren't my dad in my past life, were you?
No.
Weird.
I'm just gonna put that out there now. No.
No. Nope. No, he was not.
That was a pretty good one, though.
Because I mean, we just connected, so I mean.
Is there something you guys know that I don't?
They're looking at the cards. We're just
Yeah.
gonna put that one away.
Burn that one.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Earlier, couldn't communicate with your spirit guide, huh?
Just never know.
That's awesome. We kind of talked about this a little bit, but why do children seem to be able to communicate with spirits, but then later they grow out of it? And that's just because, and Frank also said, the innocence, you haven't been programmed with new things and
Right.
what you're supposed to see, believe, hear, and all of that. For sure.
You're about as close to your factory settings as possible. you
Uh-huh.
know?
That's
Yeah.
a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, if you read Angels in My Hair, her family deemed her back then retarded because she was constantly talking to somebody. She was talking to angels in her hair And the angels, more or less said, don't tell anybody. And so she never grew out of that and continued to talk to the angels. And it's just such an interesting story. But when people finally realized that she wasn't disabled, that she really had this ability, they would come from all over for her to save them and to cure them and these things. And it's just I just love the story. I absolutely, it was a great story to whether any of it's true or not, I don't know, but it helped me. I know that.
What have we got here?
I think we answered all but the most recent question.
Doug, your grandma was told she had psychic abilities, Doug.
Yeah. I think I remember being told this when I was younger. Yeah, totally skipped my mind until you mentioned that. But yeah, that was always interesting. I never actually witnessed any of the abilities myself. Not that I remember anyway. But yeah, and apparently my dad too.
Yeah. There you go, see? Don't hold back. Friends in the family. Open your mind, Doug.
Yep. Stop being a skeptic and accept your gifts. And you both have them, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, it's funny how you guys went very quickly from just being the skeptics to then, oh, well, let's just go try it, to having some things happen that really made you more believe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I've always looked at things on more of like a science, like the whole point of view. But in a way, because for starters, being a skeptic and a real skeptic, I just admit to myself I don't know, because really, beyond death is kind of what it's like unfalsifiable. You can't really prove it true, and you can't really prove it false either. Any of the theories, like you could throw out any theory and it's not right or wrong. It's just an unfalsifiable concept, really. So there's no point in totally just shoving everything off into the realm of disbelief. I'd never do that. But I also never just jump into being a full-on believer, The paranormal being one of those things where I always had an interest in it because, everybody wants to know what happens when you die. Everybody wants to know, what's going on, or are my loved ones still out there, stuff like that. And you mentioned it earlier about, your soul kind of really just being energy, and you're just redistributing into nature. And that kind of stuff does match up with what science tells us, being that we're made of matter, that only can be converted to energy, can never be destroyed, stuff like that. And so when it comes to the paranormal, it's not that I don't believe, it's just I'm not convinced what it is yet. I know like there's something there, it seems like there's something, I just don't know what it is. And my only gripe with anything is when somebody considers something like supernatural, because I believe there's a difference between supernatural and paranormal, where anything supernatural is claimed to supersede nature, and I just don't believe that's possible in my mind. I don't know for a fact, but I just don't believe. It just seems like anything that's in the natural world is natural, including the paranormal. Paranormal is just something that's not normal to our everyday understanding. So once we figure out what it is, we can categorize it, it becomes normal. Even spirits, stuff like that. It's like, so stepping in it as like a skeptic, it's like, it was always very intriguing. So it kind of helped me to step into this ghost hunting role, because then it helped me to explore it. I'm continuing to explore it, and I'm expanding my understanding kind of, so it did kind of help me to take that big step real quick, like you were saying, to like being kind of more open to it, and instead of just like shutting it out, just having an understanding of it.
Right.
And it did happen really quick.
I told you I saw a cat.
There's a cat she saw earlier. Yep.
Don't trust him for burning himself.
Yeah. Got to keep him away from those candles. Might try to eat the fire.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Been a deep thinker. 4 years old, you were a deep thinker. Doug. It's all
Yep.
coming out now.
Yeah. I predicted this was going to happen.
So Gregor wants to know what happens to evil people when they die, like murderers, etc. Are they punished, or is it just a lesson they are learning?
It's a lesson. It's a lesson. I would like to say that their punishment will come in another lifetime. Like if they chose to harm someone in this lifetime, this time around, the next time they come back, that maybe they're the victim, or maybe, you know, some horrific something happens to them as a lesson. Yeah, that's a tricky one.
That's a good question. I've never had that one.
Yeah, it's tricky because you would like, I mean, I know you want me to say, yeah, they burn in hell forever. But I don't believe in hell.
Yeah.
I just don't. So Doug, your mom just said that you've been a deep thinker since you were 4. So I pulled out my past life cards. I'm going to see what pops up.
Oh.
All right. I like the cards. I like the cards.
It just got saucy.
I mean, I have like 30. Yeah, I think I only brought 20 of the 30, but still.
Only 20.
20. I have a lot of different cards for different purposes, if you will, different questions. So let me just look at this past life deck and see what. Maybe you were some big scholar or something.
Oh.
You know, let's see what pops
You're like
up.
Albert Einstein.
Say what you want about my GED, but.
I'm telling you, this year, I am going to go to somebody for a past life regression.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it's on our list.
Tina's working on it. She's in a lot of groups of intuitives and mediums and all that kind of stuff. So she's working on finding the right person to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to do that myself.
Cheryl says, can I find out my past life? That's what you're just talking about, right?
Okay. Interesting. So, it's interesting that you live in England now because,
Oh.
how about that?
Sir Douglas Henry Clinton IV, to you.
We asked
Sir Douglas Henry IV. And while you were there, you were also a writer or a scribe. Yeah.
See, look at that.
So
may have
you
been
like
well
to
versed.
write and all that. You at some point took some serious vows of monk or nun, so very spiritual. So I think that is why some spirituality is trying to work its way through, because
Okay.
you've done some very serious spiritual work in the past.
See, I'm liking this.
You got to be careful how close you hold that card to the camera.
Why is that? What was I didn't see it?
It looked,
Oh, that.
it looked kind of like a butt. At the start.
But
Praying hands.
only for the filthy minded.
You also walked during biblical times.
Damn.
And that also came up in the Greco-Roman era. So if you have a tie to Italy or Greece or architecture or something like that, that would be what that would call into play.
Is there anything you haven't done?
Can I say?
And in the past, you had some very serious unrequited love.
Oh. Who is she?
Love.
Killer?
So that explains a lot. That knighthood coming up first.
Yeah. Ah, that one was very
Quite a-
interesting.
Yeah.
These cards.
Well, that was a blast of the past.
Ah.
So that kind of explains why you're a deep thinker. I mean, you were a scholar or a
Writer.
scribe and a writer, and
Yeah.
you are a deep thinker. I mean, that makes sense.
I'll be honest with you, I do. I get lost in thought all the time. I'll just be sitting there, she'll be talking to me, I'll be looking at her right in the face, and I'll be like, what? I know it looked like I was listening, but I wasn't.
That's all again, and he goes, what?
I think. I'm like,
Oh yeah, that's my selective hearing. Oops.
yeah. We have that too. Becky, shall we check yours out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see.
Also, there was a question, are there parts of the world, countries that are more spiritually active than others? Are there portals in certain locations?
Well, since I've only been doing this here, I don't know that for a fact.
Well, that's an interesting question because, like there are countries where like the vast majority of the country are very spiritual people, kind of like India, where they do a lot of praying and like everybody's involved. It's not just like so. If you go based off of like that idea, it seems like maybe certain areas probably do, only because of like the whole group mentality, the whole group doing it instead of
the culture.
Yeah.
I mean, I did travel to Italy in 2000 for the I was going to say bicentennial. That wasn't it. What did they call it? The 2000 Years of Christ thing. And I did find it very overwhelming. Italy itself. I mean, it's beautiful. I loved it. I'll go back any minute. But I really had a hard time. And of course, I was with my sisters who think I'm completely wackadoodle. So I could not say anything, but I really struggled with keeping myself grounded while I was there. Just the history and
yeah, and that's why I think if you come over here, you'll probably be the it'll probably be like very similar, like just so much going on.
But I'm much better at grounding.
You keep trying to say grinding. What?
Like, whoa, now this is a PG stream, okay?
We'll make sure to have a skateboard ready for you when you get here.
Yeah, that's my side gig.
I like how your mind goes to skateboarding.
Well, grinding, right? Grind.
Right? Oh my God. Anyway, I'm much better at centering myself. Yeah, I'm going to change my words. Yeah, so centering myself now and protecting myself from things. So, all right, Miss Becky, what and who were you? Lost it. Okay.
I would say there probably are, just because it also depends on
Interesting.
how dense the population has been, etc. too, I would think.
Okay. So the first one that popped up for you was spirituality and religion. So you are very spiritual and very, again, had those vows that are trying to come through again. So I think that's why you guys are growing into, this paranormal, because it is spiritual. If you're doing it the correct way. If you're just out there trying to get your spook on, then no. You know what I mean? If all you're out there doing is to get scared, then I mean, that's just...
We're out here to learn.
So you have a very strong connection to your spouse. So you've been together before.
Oh, that's how come you guys met.
He's not my dad. Whew.
See, I was never your dad to begin with.
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
I was the unrequited love. No!
Oh, wait a minute.
I swear.
I got to take a walk.
No.
I had to go throw up.
I did come out. So you have a very strong connection with your father as well.
Yeah.
As long as that's all that it is.
Yes.
It's
But
not a
you do have
spiritual
a
connection,
strong
right?
You have a strong connection to travel.
Mhm.
You like to travel, so that's it. You were here in biblical times as well, so that maybe that was together
Yeah.
with the
Your
spirituality.
unrequited love.
Oh,
But here's an interesting one. Galactic.
Oh.
So back to the UFO question. Are you an alien?
Oh, yeah. Once
I don't know,
upon
but
a time.
Doug's mom wants him to come home now.
I just seen that. I can't.
So,
I have unfinished business.
Get in the UFO.
UFO.
We're taking a
Go
ride.
ahead and get in UFO and travel on over here, and yeah, so something to do with the stars.
Hmm.
So
like
I
that
don't
one.
know personally. I don't know anything about that alien stuff.
Well, let me tell you.
Yeah. Tell you all about it.
Please tell me.
It's all coming back to me now.
So that was interesting. Did
Yeah,
someone
that's
else say they wanted
interesting.
me to pull a past life card? I thought I heard you say that.
Yeah, I thought somebody said they wanted a past life.
I think Amy mentioned something about. What was it, Cheryl? Cheryl said, "Can I find out my past life?"
Yeah, Cheryl.
So yes, you can. Right here, right now.
Perfect timing for that question.
How do you switch off if spirits are communicating all the time? There's lots of different ways to do it. And it's quite simple, actually. Once you learn, you're better at explaining than I am. I mean, I just have learned to say, okay, I'm done. Just flip the switch. I'm not talking anymore.
Yep. And that's what you have to do. It takes some meditation to really hone in on your energy field. And once you can do that and center your energy field, then it is as simple as a light switch for me.
Mhm.
I'm done. We're done here today. Take it
Right.
off. Turn it
End
off.
it.
But see, I have to switch off people, alive people, animals. I have to switch everything off because I've been in situations where I've been in such a crowded space that I thought I was claustrophobic. And it's not that I'm necessarily claustrophobic. I just was so inundated with energy and emotions that I will pass out. I've done it before, and I'll never forget. I was in a bar in Boston, a pub, and we were downstairs in the basement, and it was 7 degrees outside, and they brought me my drink, and immediately I just ran as fast as I could through the crowd outside, threw my coat off and stuff, and sat down in the snow. And the guy at the door is like, honey, it's like, put your coat on. I said, you don't understand. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Yeah, it
Like,
takes a
nah,
lot
we're
of
from the
practice
north.
to be able to turn it off. And there's certain times in your life where it's almost impossible to turn it off. When I was pregnant with my children, I could not turn it off, and I would pass out a lot. If I went anywhere where there were other people, I would pass out.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting how that energy field works.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I didn't know what I know now
Right.
at that point in my life.
Right.
So
There's a lot of classes that you can take online, and that's one of the things that I feel 2020 really brought to me was the time to learn new things that I probably wouldn't have done if I was out, living a normal life. And so we've taken a lot of meditation classes and intuitive classes and energy classes and astrology classes, and it's been amazing.
I meditate twice a day now.
Mm-hmm.
One long one that's anywhere from 15 minutes to 45 minutes, and then a short one that's probably 5-10 minutes.
Seems like with those kind of skills, it's like you kind of build them with experiences too, not just with from teachers, but even getting out and being hands-on in the field, right? It's like that helps you to build that,
Who am I pulling this for, Cheryl or Amy?
Cheryl.
Cheryl? sitting there going, I don't know who I'm supposed to be talking to.
And Amy would also like one afterwards.
So you knew that, but you knew that.
Yeah, you knew that. You don't have to ask. You just know.
Okay. So, Miss Cheryl, you have been in the health field. Doctor, nurse, healer of some kind, medicine woman, shaman, a healer of some kind. And whether that's coming through in your present day life, I'd be curious to know that. Finances have not always been great for you. You've had some struggles with those. But you do have a strong connection with a spouse. And again, whether you're married this time, maybe it's coming, I'm not sure, but you did have a strong connection with spouse. And you took some serious vows. I take this to mean spiritually. When I see vows, I feel like it means on a spiritual level. If you committed to, raising your vibration. You have a strong, strong, strong connection to outside, trees, nature, just being outside. And you had an issue with authority figures. That's me every day. So it's you every day. I know.
Don't tell me what to do.
That's right. I'm kind of feeling like the financial card might be connected with these authorities.
Practicing that medicine illegally without a license.
Maybe. And that vow could go back to being a healer as well. So, yeah. So I'd love to hear how that resonates in your lifetime now. If you would put that in the comments for me, that would be great.
That was Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Amy wants one now.
Amy.
Yeah, that would be interesting if she came back. She was like, "Yeah, I'm a surgeon.
Great
surgeon.
I make lots of money now.
I'm actually doing surgery right now."
Oh, and unfortunately, I'm having
Yeah, speaking of financial issues, I just lost a scalpel.
Oh, shoot. All right, Miss Amy. Let's see what we got.
Squeak, squeak. Yeah, you need to move it away from the router a bit more if you can.
I'm gonna have to take a squeaky toy away from him.
Oh.
He's having fun.
Oh, he's on to a new one.
He heard you coming.
Miss Amy.
As soon as I walk away.
It's not that bad. It might be annoying you more than it's annoying us or anybody else.
So, Amy, your current love life. Or lack
Sounds a little
thereof.
bit like this.
Love life has definitely played a part in the past. But unfortunately, I think it ended in persecution or inquisition. So something in this love life got you in trouble. Got you in trouble with the authority figures.
Ooh.
Shut up.
Turns out we're all connected.
The cards are not messing around.
You got messed around.
You were the knight,
You
the
have a
authority figure.
Strong connection with your mother. Very strong connection with your mother. You have a very strong artistic strength, be it music, be it arts, and there's a very big Asian influence, be it in the arts, food, culture, travel. So I would love to hear if that resonates with anything in your current life.
So Cheryl says, that's insane. I was in the optical field, never married, but had a very good connection with an ex. Pretty much everything was dead on. I still have a problem with authority. I refuse to be told what to do. I'm so amazed. Thank you so much.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
See? All right. Spot on.
Mhm.
Positive results.
That's good.
Love it. Love it, love it.
And Amy is saying yes, yes, yes. She said piano. Her
Oh.
caretaker and piano.
Oh, wow.
She plays piano.
Awesome.
Mr. Musk would like.
Ah.
Have you developed that cologne yet?
Past life?
Yeah, he would like his past life.
Okay.
Fusion for men.
Oh, now that's perfect.
Fusion must. For that.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
In that deep voice, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's yummy.
Amy takes care of her mother.
Oh, see, she has a very strong connection with her mother. Wow. Awesome. Maybe I was just nervous earlier. Those things are coming through pretty easy now.
Gotta try him again.
Mhm.
We'll be really quiet, I promise.
I've gotten everything I've got to get from him, though. Everything I've been able to get in the car.
My spirit guide's been closed off in my head. I'm just starting to open up now
Your
there.
crown chakra.
Amy said thank you.
Oh,
You're welcome, Amy.
You're welcome, Amy.
Come subscribe if you haven't. We do these a lot.
Subscribe. Yep.
Yeah,
We do
absolutely.
Facebook.
Everyone in the chat, if you're not already subscribed, get Spooky
If you haven't done it
Society.
yet,
What you doing, me lives? Go over there.
head
Go
over there and
subscribe.
subscribe.
Yeah, because what are we up to on our subscribers today? I haven't checked.
Also, Chris from American Phantom Hunters was on. I don't know if he's still on, but he said his ears were burning,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
which is pretty accurate. Chris, if
We
you're
were
still
talking
on
about
here, I want to believe you wants to be part of our group. So I'll send an email, connect you guys so he can get your logo and stuff.
Awesome.
That's what we're going to change our names to. I want to be part of that group.
Yeah.
All right. Fusion must for men. Let's see what we got.
He said he's already working on it.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna be a sniffer. We'll take. That's what he said.
Paranormal.
55-gallon drum. Behave yourself.
Oh, and we haven't even been drinking or anything. We just have fun.
Yeah. That's what it's about.
Can you imagine if you had been drinking?
Oh my. That might be a good experiment, maybe.
Just gonna let the cards
That's
talk
the
for me the
next
whole
live
time.
stream.
Okay. So,
He'll really open up them.
all right, Fusion Must for Men, are you ready for this? You have a very strong connection to your mother. You have a very strong connection to ships, sailing, Caribbean, island life. You were part of communal living, so that could be, you know, in a tribe, in a monastery. I mean, that could be many, many different things,
In a
but
flat.
in, you know, a tight, small community. Deeply connected to the arts, as in music. That's a guitar and piano in there. Farm life was also very important in the past, and a super strong connection to your spirituality and religion, which is coming through extremely strong. So,
Musky. some might say.
I didn't see any ruins or anything like that. That would be, an old musty castle or anything. But I would say that those are pretty interesting. What do you think, Muskie?
Oh no.
Becky's done ruined his name. He's gonna have to go and.
I'm really sorry.
There's nothing in my tea except sorry. It's lemon tea at that.
I don't know. You kept grinding earlier.
Yeah.
So.
I can't get it off my mind.
She said that at our
I said
filming
it,
the other night.
and she didn't cut it out either.
I didn't.
It was so embarrassing.
He doesn't get along with his mom.
Well, he did in the past.
You did in the past.
Maybe that's something you're supposed to work on. Dun, dun, dun.
One of the lessons.
Mhm.
Oh,
He was born on an island and loves ships. Plus, he is a musician.
awesome.
Cheryl is still flabbergasted over hers.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Well, we also have readings available on our website where we can do more in depth as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely check that out.
So a small little taster.
Yeah, this is just a taste. Just a free sample.
Right.
We're actually going to test maybe tomorrow doing a live on, since we've been doing Facebook, but doing a live on both YouTube and Facebook for the waning moon reading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We
it'll
wanted
be
to
good.
see
Be
what
good to do
first.
on YouTube. No, it does well.
Oh, he wants to know if the communal thing could be possibly a harem.
Playa.
It can be whatever you think it is.
Go for it.
If that's what you believe you were, then you were. Jeez.
I don't know what was getting me, but something was getting me.
Didn't you drink the water?
No, I'm good. It went away.
That was me holding back again. My
Yeah.
thoughts. Just getting in your throat there.
So sounds like you need a session for some chakra clearing. Get that throat chakra open.
I don't know. Doug might not want her throat to open up.
Yeah, I don't know what she's gonna say. I might be sleeping on the streets tonight. She's gonna be like, you know what? Get out. That's what I meant to say.
Is it cold?
Yeah, is your water cold?
It's not. I mean, it's not like as cold as what Michigan gets, but it's still pretty cold. Like it doesn't really from.
What is it in Fahrenheit today?
Today was. I mean, it was pretty chilly, but I think if it was gonna rain, it would have came down in snow. Yeah, it's snow.
37 Fahrenheit today.
What was it?
37 Fahrenheit.
That's cold.
That's about what it is here right now.
Yeah.
See, it is cold.
It's cold. Yeah, it's cold.
He's like, it's nice out. What are
Yeah, I'm
talking
like, you want my
about?"
hoodie?
I'm like,
I don't.
freezing out here.
Do we have anybody else that wanted past life? We did
I would
Amy,
like-
Cheryl.
Oh, we got
And
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
Would like a
Cynthia?
reading also, please.
A past life reading or a regular?
Past life, regular, future life.
We're-
Take your pick.
We're doing past life now, but yeah, take a pick.
Is future life a thing you can do or not?
Do what?
Future life, is that a thing
Oh.
you can do?
Ish.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all. Yeah, I could pull cards, but you could make a choice and change everything
Mm,
tomorrow. You know what I mean?
that's true. The
If the
dog.
card says it's the future doesn't mean that
Cynthia said past life.
past life and how it correlates with now. Perfect.
My toddler's awake.
The
Uh,
He's just in the background, like.
Me next. Me next.
Yeah. Oh, he was so bad in our filming, and we just ignored him, which is not easy for me too, which is why I don't have kids. But and he kept going to Ashley because she was on the end, and she was the only one paying attention to him, and the rest of us just ignored him.
Oh, your mom wants one too. Oh, we have a couple.
Yeah, some more past life readings. It's interesting.
You guys giving out a lot of free samples today.
All right.
They're like, who said this was free? Everyone knows it's $5 after.
Yeah. Here's our PayPal information. Just wear that over.
Cynthia, again, spirituality and religion. So you have a strong connection with your faith or your spirituality. That's important to you. You must have been friends with Becky because we got the alien card again, which I don't know much about. Hard to say what that is.
We had a great time on Planet Zorg, didn't we?
The spirituality, I got High Priestess.
That's
High
interesting.
Priestess. So back with the spirituality. So that to me says, shaman, medicine woman, something high up there. But then again, we got really interesting wars and battles and ships, which again go together along with transportation.
The Crusades, part of the Crusades.
Mm-hmm. So you definitely have a lot to do with transportation, you got a ship and a train. Wars and battles. So were you doing something medical or spiritual to help in those battles? Or were you a seer? See, there's lots of things going on in my head. I would love to know, Miss Cynthia, if you are connected to the spiritual world in this lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you do? What do you do for work now?
You know what I also think is interesting is those are coming up for almost everybody, and I feel like most of the people that would join in a chat like this, on a live like this, would be spiritually connected.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be interested in what we're talking about. You'd think we were crazy, wackadoodle.
Wackadoodle. That's my word.
Yeah,
So
either
Cynthia-
that or they read the title and they're skeptics and they're like, "Hey, I want to check that out." But I think the majority of the people, the vast majority, are going to be people who lean more toward believing the spiritual stuff than not.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Cynthia, if you could comment.
Yeah, Cynthia hasn't commented yet, but I don't know where we are on the next person.
who is next? Let's see. Marina, the mother-in-law.
The mother-in-law.
The mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law.
He's still
Oh.
wearing the shirt.
I am. Hold on, quick wardrobe change.
What are you doing, changing clothes? Is he putting on his damn it Doug shirt?
He's stripping.
The
He's
mother-in-law.
stripping.
Oh,
Aww.
I love it.
But the weird thing is like his mum brought him the same shirt, but the sun version.
Yeah.
Oh
So they
my
both
God,
put him the
that
same
is
thing.
so cute.
That's
So-
awesome.
I gotta
My
put that
daughter,
away for
one
my
of
mom.
my
Sees it,
daughters
yells
got
at me.
married this fall.
My mom cannot see this.
I finally have a son-in-law. I saw that shirt and I was going to get it for him, and he's like, "No, please don't."
Cynthia said she's very spiritual. She believes in the spirit world and communicated. Whoa. Jumpers everywhere.
Mhm.
So what does that say when it comes to the reading that you gave? How does that correlate? Is that good?
Yes, I think that was spot on.
Good.
All you aliens.
We got some aliens again. Which would make sense if y'all are related.
Oh yeah, this is
We're
Marina.
off the related thing, all right?
Hey, I'm not from space.
All right, so we got some unrequited love. So you were burned in the past as far as love goes, but that doesn't mean, maybe you're having trouble this time around. I'm not sure. You have a lot of fears that have come through from the past, some phobias, some fears. So whether that's around your heart or not, or it's possibly around your finances or lack thereof, or maybe you have too much and you don't know what to do about it. That's GetSpookySociety.com.
To find out more.
Hit the donate button. No, just kidding. Get a little slap happy, I do believe. You did have some biblical ties to that time frame in life, which also had some trouble with the authority figures. And then back to the galactic. And again, I don't know enough about that, other than it's come up 3 times, so you all must be aliens together.
They came down on the spaceship.
So, does that make any sense to you, Marina?
Cynthia says, as for transportation, I'm not sure. I work as a park host in a campground. I'm an avid stargazer.
My mum's always said that she swears that she was hung in her past life, because anytime she sees a video of someone being hung or something, she just can't watch it because it just makes her. So she feels like she has a fear from her past life. So.
But at the same time, I feel like if you watch a video of someone being hanged and you're like, yes, then I think your past life might be pretty screwed up.
What'd you look at me for?
Look, because we'll just.
My mom is afraid of drowning because she dreams all the time that she drowned. So.
Yeah, that happens. It does come through sometimes. I have, for the longest time, I could not wear necklaces or turtlenecks or anything around my throat because I've been a witch forever. So.
Wait a minute, you just said the other night that you were a witch.
Oh, bitch. I mean, witch. No, I feel like, because of my abilities, these abilities have been with me for a long time, past lives wise, and I do believe I was persecuted for it at some point. So
like you were from Salem?
Anywhere really. I mean, just being a woman, you're persecuted.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
My mum says when she was regressed, she lived in a castle and was a boy, and her dad worked there as a knife sharpener.
Interesting. In one of her lives. Interesting.
Who's next?
Who do we have? I think it was. Is that Ida? Yeah, Ida's next. Or wait,
Nicole.
no, Nicole. Yep, Nicole.
I
no,
first.
you're
Ida
right.
first, and
Yep.
Nicole. Yeah.
Ida?
We skipped Ida.
Can't be doing that.
Can't be doing that.
But it is a free trial, so.
Were you guys able to see the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter?
Actually, yeah. I mean, I remember reading about it a while ago, and it was from a Michigan Live, like a Michigan news website. So I figured they were only speaking for them, but it wasn't. Well, it was only like a week or two ago. I looked up and I seen the planets lined up, like just kind of like just askewed a little bit, and I was like, oh, there it is. Like I'm seeing it, because I'm always looking at the sky. I'm obsessed with space, so.
I actually got awesome pictures.
Did you?
And with my camera, and my camera is not, I mean, it takes great moon pictures, but you can actually see the oval, like the
ring.
Yeah. And I think I captured 3 or 4 of Jupiter's moons.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow.
No, it's really cool when you actually get to see it and you're like looking at it. Like I used to always get, like my dad has a telescope, and when I'd be over there, we'd be I'd be like looking through it at the planets all the time, and just looking at those little dots around that planet. You're like, those are moons. Like, that's really cool. Yeah, it's a cool experience, especially to see them lined up like that. I wish.
Yeah, the funny part was I went out at 5:30 and I was taking pictures of the moon and stuff and different things in the sun or the sky, and then this cloud started to come in. So I got a few pictures in between, and then finally I was like, okay, it's over. And as I was walking down my driveway, I still had it on the tripod, and it just opened up, and I just was able to get one shot off, and it was the best one of them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
See that?
Meant to be.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right, Ida. So you have a little bit of trust issues that are coming through from the past. And that is from a Greco-Roman time frame, which was a pretty rough time. A lot going on there. It had to do with your love life. So, not sure what happened. And you're definitely connected with trees and nature, being outside. That's still coming through from this lifetime. Now, this one I have not ever seen, but baby. So either you had a lot of babies, maybe you were a midwife, maybe you were a doctor, but your world at one point centered around a lot of babies. And then surprisingly again, we have an alien. Not sure about these people, Stephanie. I'm not sure what's happening.
Oh my gosh.
So stars and space, and I'm not sure.
Something to do with seeking beauty and space today.
Yeah. Seeking beauty and space have been definitely coming out a lot.
Oh, my mom. Too late, Doug. I saw it. The shirt.
Happy New Year, Blackwing Paranormal.
All right.
All
Now
right,
we
so who do we
have.
Now is it Nicole?
Nicole.
Was it Nicole? Yeah, I think so. Let's see.
Yeah, it must
Yep.
have been.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Nicole. Roman, biblical.
The same cards keep coming up.
Well, do you want to shuffle?
No, I was saying it just blows my mind.
Hey,
So,
the cards, they have spoke.
cards are what they are. Okay, so we've got the Greco-Roman and the biblical times going together. Definitely, these are all connecting in a very interesting way. So these two, biblical, Greco-Roman, we've got the finances going along with that one. Finances, lack thereof, or too much. Not sure. But here we have knighthood again. And we have Celtic, right with each other. So Celtic, there was knights in Ireland as well. Right? If I'm remembering my history. They had knights in Ireland, which
Looking at
Celtic.
you.
My history is
And-
terrible.
And then some strong vows, which I believe could go either with that biblical time or the knighthood. I mean, knights took vows as well to be knights. So definitely were very strong in past lives and very spiritual. How is that coming through in your current lifetime?
Ida said, very interesting, thank you on hers.
Okay.
Blackwing
welcome.
asked for one, and so did my mom.
Mm-hmm.
We got 2 more people.
Okay. Who do we have
Is there
now?
anyone else up the list?
From what I've read, I feel like Nicole was the last one. Let's see.
Yeah.
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 So Blackwing next.
Yep.
We're catching up.
And then we'll wait and see, if Nicole's still here to respond to that.
Paranormal.
Same
I know.
cards.
You know, my theory is that, like you said before, everyone here kind of has that same mindset. So maybe their past lives were similar, right?
Yeah.
Could be.
Entirely, you know, could be.
So you have some trust issues. Possibly connected around a father figure in the past. So is this coming through to present day? Would be very curious to know that. Strong connection to nature and trees. What? You just made a shock face.
Oh, because he kicked me.
What?
Well,
What
to be
happened?
fair, I thought I kicked the cat.
Oh.
And
I
then
was
he
like,
realized it was just me,
Then
and
it
he
was
was
her. I was
like,
like,
"Oh,
oh,
it's
you're
fine."
fine.
Ships and water, ocean, sailing. You were also
Wow, Blackwing
Nice.
Paranormal, knighthood.
knighthood. So you were very strong in that. And you also were very spiritual because you took vows at some point.
You're
I'm
holding
a
that one
spirit-
perfect now.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. And that goes back to the knighthood as well. But that's very interesting. I would love to know if there's issues with your father and trust at this point in this lifetime. And what's your connection with ships and trees?
So Nicole says, wow, she's going to have to think about some of those biblical. Biblical. I can't say that. There were a lot of priests and nuns in her family.
Oh,
So that makes a lot of sense.
so Catholicism is
Mhm.
very big. Okay, excellent. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like my mom, Janella. Yep, Janelle's next.
Okay.
Big trust issues and big father issues.
Bingo.
Nailed it.
Okay, well, you've done that before, so you've got to try to heal them or you're going to do them again.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
You heard it here
Rerun.
first.
Just saying.
Straight from the psychic's mouth.
Saying. That's why you go to soul school.
I love that. Soul school.
Well, I don't know what else to call it. I made that up.
It's
Yeah,
great. I love
works.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to call it. Ooh.
Amy says we're hitting the mark on all of these. Thank you, Amy.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh my God, we have another alien.
Mom.
Whoa!
Ooh.
You're all in this together.
I did you not? Oh my gosh. Okay. So, Mom, you love the arts. You love music. You love it's coming through in this lifetime as well. And there's some travel that you love to travel as well. You like to see new places. So this is something that you've done for many, many, many lifetimes. Now, in this lifetime, I don't feel like it's an issue, but you have had struggles with food in the past, as far as famine or poverty or something. So how is that correlating with now? I'd love to know. You've had some lifetimes as a female, some lifetimes as a male. We all kind of can do that. This is showing that you definitely have. And what that has done for you is bring you immense wisdom to understand the other half of you, being the yin and the yang. So.
All right.
How
So,
does that?
if my
how does
mom was
that-
an alien, does that make me part alien?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering why I didn't come from space
Apparently
too.
that's why you're connected to an alien.
Right.
Well, ta-da.
Yeah.
Well, you do like the
our
stars,
children will be
so-
3/4 alien.
Amy just told her mom about Soul School.
Soul School.
That's so
Gotta go to
cool.
Soul School.
Oh.
Yeah, you're cool. You go to Soul School. Someday I hope to graduate from Soul School.
Yeah.
I'll see y'all there.
I must be really bad because I think I've been here a lot.
I think I'm just about getting done.
Are you?
I think so.
Blackwing wants to know, ships have a big part in this life for her, and also about knighthood, etc. Could it be a dark high priestess in a satanic cult? And also, she's very spiritual.
Well, considering I don't allow satanic or evil to permeate me, or I don't know. I can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't.
And
Not in a no, I don't feel in a satanic way. No, 'cause I wish I kept that card spread. Knighthood, high priestess. You know, they considered seers or, Nostradamus being a seer in that time frame. They considered them high priestesses or high priests. So I wouldn't say in a satanic way, but in a way that was definitely not accepted back then, the way we are now. I mean, if I sat there, in the 1600s and shuffled cards and
The church does not approve.
burned, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, as a seer, I think you have some abilities that you are not aware of yet in your spiritual world. Cool. I'd love to chat more about that with you.
Amy says we all are from the stars. That might be why we get in the galactic.
Ah, smart.
Yeah. Good job, Amy.
Well, maybe. Oh, we got a question about the future here.
Uh-oh.
Bianca.
Okay.
Bianca asks, "Will there be any babies for my husband and I in 2021?"
Well, that's going to require a different deck. But here's the thing. I have a 50-50 chance of getting that one right.
Mm-hmm.
And situations and choices can change tomorrow. I could tell you something today and it could change tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I hesitate on giving you a concrete answer. Let me pull a different set of cards than past life and see what I get. Please hold while I access some other cards.
You really want that toy, don't you?
Gotta,
There goes the
gotta get that
squeaker.
squeaker out of there.
It's like our kid getting restless now.
Yeah, here he is.
Aw.
What was the name on this one?
Who was the one that wanted to know? Bianca?
Bianca. Yep. Bianca Garza.
Or Garza. However we pronounce it.
Or Garza, yeah. I'm not sure. I think it's
have
Garza.
Norman's dinner. You just can't eat it. That's
He's
what he
gonna
wants.
take a leap of faith here.
He wants Norman's dinner, look.
Accessing cards. The little load.
That's clever. Look, I'm gonna put you down, but you can't have the cat's dinner, okay? That's Norman's Indians.
So Bianca, what I'm seeing in the cards is you need to take some time and evaluate what's going on in your home and with you and your partner. That there's a little bit of disconnect that needs to be mended. Nothing major. It's just there's a difference of opinion on something that's really preventing things from happening the way you want. It's going to come into recovery. I got a recovery card. So it is coming into recovery. You still just have a little bit more work to do on it. And then your desires are your destiny. So you have a little bit of work to finish up on a soul level with each other and your relationship. And then things are going to move forward. So maybe not 21, but it's coming. What you desire is coming.
Okay.
Literally and figuratively.
Oh. Naughty.
Becky.
I shouldn't be allowed to do these
Yeah,
things live.
Where's this stream
There's
going?
no filter.
Straight down the gutter.
Not even drinking.
Not even one drink.
You thought I was drinking glasses of water, but it was pure vodka. No, I'm kidding.
Bianca says thank you.
Welcome, Bianca. My pleasure.
Can we know if we're going to have babies?
Oh no. You guys aren't allowed to procreate. No drug bees here. The question is, will Doug V be allowed to have purple hair?
Of course.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. No.
You let him do what he likes.
He can do whatever
Let him
he wants.
express himself.
That's right.
Perfect.
You
All the
see the toy back there?
sitting
Just,
up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Just playing
Any
it
grandparents are still on or
I
reading.
just see this toy floating around. I'm like,
Card. Come along. baby card.
paranormal.
What are you doing? Come on, baby card. Oh,
So we'll see if what you
Two.
matches what Blackwing says.
Blackwing said something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. Okay. So both of your heart chakras have to open up a little bit for it to happen.
Okay.
You're both kind of like, I want it, but do I? I want it, but no. No,
That could
no,
have something to
but no.
do with like living situation, you know, like
Mhm.
where we're living now, where we want to be.
Your heart chakras are just a little bit maybe not now, but with a little bit of prayer, your destiny will happen.
Ah, the Destiny card again. Ooh. So familiar.
So you've got to pray about it, work on it, you know, change up whatever needs to be changed up, you know.
Okay.
And destiny will happen.
I like that. I can,
Yep.
Yeah, I can work with that.
And Stephanie Christina is a good name.
Ah, write those down. Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying. Yeah. Okay. What did
She said early 2022.
Which is funny because that's the plan. To
Yep.
start.
So a little bit of time, work things out, and get to where we need to be,
yeah.
and destiny
Yep.
will work itself
Me.
out.
22. I can't wait to get to 22. 22 is going to be an absolutely fantastic year.
All right.
I mean, I've seen that already. I've seen,
Mhm.
yeah, there's going to be some mind-blowing changes in 22
Nice.
for all.
Gives us hope.
The universe, for everybody.
Well, they're all starting now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of things are in motion.
Right.
The world deserves it.
Yes,
We-
yes.
After enduring 2020, we're in need of some good.
We have to look at the beautiful side of it, Mr. Skepticism.
I'm trying my
Find
best.
that beauty.
Yep.
Find that balance. See your balance.
Oh.
That's why we're shuffling. Yeah, it's not all that bad. It was bad, but it wasn't all bad.
There's no, you know what? There's good from it. That's for sure.
There's
There's a
good
boy called
from it.
him Muskie.
Ah. Yeah, musky.
Musky.
Oh my god. That is
He's a
crazy.
musky boy.
We're really gonna laugh when he actually comes out with a cologne and becomes, you know, a billionaire.
He's just famous. Yeah, we're watching him on like TV, like commercials.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, you better remember us back.
And now, Musk for women. The 2020, yeah, 2022 release.
Yeah, we wrote
Gonna
the ad
change
and
the
everything.
world.
What more do you need?
Jeez.
Mm.
All right. Anything else? Any other questions out there?
Let's see. Anybody else have any questions?
If not, we'll wrap up things soon.
Isn't it?
And I'm in a laboratory as we speak. I'm gonna wake up on an operating table.
Just send me a free sample.
Yeah.
Oh, Mom says, well, I'm praying.
Praying for little
That's
baby
right,
boy
Mom.
Muskie tonight.
Tonight.
Jesus.
For young Muskie.
You know it takes 9 months, right?
Ida wants to know if this virus is really going to go away.
I'm good, but not that good.
I know.
Blackwing wants to know, will my health change this year?
Well, what are you doing about it to change it?
Yeah.
That would be my first question. My second question would be, what meditations are you doing to heal your chakras and get yourself in alignment so that you can get better?
We're-
You are all officially sniff testers.
Excellent.
Can't wait to smell that fusion.
So Cheryl has said this twice. She wants to be a grandma.
Cheryl, it's coming.
Gotta change the way we say that now.
Thank you, Amy. Gotta hit the computer to work. Thanks for a great live stream. Can't wait for another. Mark, we're gonna maybe go live on our channel tomorrow for the waning moon.
Mm-hmm.
So be sure not to miss that.
Yeah.
Right.
Blackwing says frequency, binaural beats, and meditation.
Is that the health question?
Yeah.
So what else do you need to do?
What?
Bye, Mark and Musk. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you much. Don't forget to
Yes,
send me that
thanks,
sample.
guys.
I'm gonna need me some of that.
Diet and exercise too.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Blackwing, I was going to say diet. What needs to be eliminated from your diet?
Ta-da!
All right. Welcome to the party.
Oh Lord.
Blackwing, I am not a medical intuitive per se. If you do need a medical intuitive, I do have a friend of mine that does that. If you want to reach out on getspooky.com, I can hook you up with her. That could help you a little more in depth than I can. That is not in my.
Yeah, it might be a little overreaching the free sample here.
Well, I can do chakras and I can feel that, but when it gets into in-depth medical intuitive,
Yeah.
she is way stronger in that than I am. So
Mhm.
just reach out and I can pass on the information.
Yeah, I already gave you our email address, and you can get Tina through there, and she can hook you up.
Mm-hmm.
Or if anybody else wants to get in touch with us, getspooky.society.com is our website. So yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
And if you can't do it, we have lots of sources.
Yes.
These are the ladies to get in touch with.
Thank you. I want to believe you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Thank you for coming on and doing this with us today. This has been great. Loved it.
It's not the norm, right? Something
No,
different.
yeah, no, it's just something totally different.
Yeah,
so
we love it.
it's fun to dabble into the the areas that we don't really know much about,
Mhm.
and it's still something that's like we're skeptical about it. But it's been really interesting and eye opening in ways. Like I said before, I really like the cards. The cards are cool.
Maybe we'll have to get some.
Yeah, I have to get some cards.
Try
Wait
channeling
till
our
ours
own
come out.
energy.
Wait till ours come out, and we'll send you some.
Oh yeah, there we go.
That'd be
Perfect.
awesome.
Yep.
Make sure to
We'll
throw an
send them
alien
some
card in
regardless.
there.
Yeah, you gotta better have an alien card. Galactic.
Oh my God. That's too funny. And I don't know enough about it to even elaborate on it.
Oh.
Like.
Have I got a
Nicole
blocked
wants to know if she has a
chakra?
blocked chakra.
Nicole.
As a parting gift, everyone is getting a drum full of the cologne.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thanks, Ida. Bye, Amy.
Yeah, bye guys.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for hanging
When
out.
we first started doing the card readings and stuff, we weren't sure if it would be received well, and it has been so far. So,
Yeah. I think.
I mean, you are going to get some of the same people that follow you in your paranormal stuff to do both, but it's also another group of people altogether as well.
Yeah.
No.
Mhm. So Nicole, you've got your third eye, so your intuition, your inner knowing is got a little bit of a cloud over it. And then also your sacral, so your woman parts, your grounding, your creativity. You've got some issues there. You've got some issues there that need worked on. And again, if you need a medical intuitive, I can pass that along. Well, you might have something in your throat too, your
Yeah.
throat chakra, because my voice just got weird. I'd love to discuss that further with you and give you some good meditations to help clear those and get you in alignment. Reach out and I will pass on some information for you.
Welcome to the throat club.
Oof.
Yeah.
You know, it's a really hard one because, you know, as women, we're taught to be quiet and not.
I never got that memo.
No.
She didn't. I know. Promise you, her throat chakra is fine. Fine.
I don't have time to worry about what I say.
There's other ones that might need some work, but her throat chakra is fine.
Oh, good. Blackwing's going to start doing tarot reading Tuesdays and Thursdays. Hasn't done it for a while. Awesome.
Awesome.
We're subscribed to your channel already, so we'll be looking that up.
Checking it out. Yeah, we love tarot.
Yeah.
Love
We're
tarot
all about the
cards.
tarot now. We're
Yeah.
into this.
Love those cards. I love the cards.
There's many different kinds. Many kinds.
I did
so-
actually have a pack of tarot cards when I was younger.
Did you?
One of my cousins in Australia, she's all into like white witch stuff, and she sort of got me into it a little bit. So I did used to have a pack of cards. I wonder if my mum still got them at home.
Your mom has a lot, apparently, doesn't she?
Yeah, she has some. Yeah.
So I'm sure we could borrow some.
Yeah.
Wait, what is the rule on that? Do you borrow people's cards, or no? That's not.
No.
That's not a thing. You can't do that. Okay.
Well, you'd have to cleanse them energetically.
Yeah.
You want to put. You don't want to share. Stephanie and I don't share cards.
Gotcha.
We both have similar.
I'm glad I
decks.
asked.
And
You
If
don't want
your
to get
mom-
a CTD.
Oh.
If your mom's not using them, you know, you can cleanse them. Like if she's not currently using them, you could just cleanse them and use them, and she can cleanse them when you give them back.
yeah,
Okay.
For sure.
but
We finally did a session with our Ouija board, antique Ouija board, and haunted doll. And it's been a few weeks ago now, but I just edited it to put
That's
it
one
up.
of those tough ones to get out.
It's it was interesting in the end. Very interesting.
it was.
Yeah, Dale was moving, the planchette was moving, and he was the only one that had his fingers on it. He didn't know because his eyes were closed.
He was concentrating so hard.
He was. We're gonna turn Dale. He's gonna know he's an empath by the end of this year.
Wow.
All right.
I will put money on it.
Now now you got to just document the whole journey.
Oh well, we have been. I mean,
So you
Good.
guys are in the Ouija board club where it's a good thing, right?
Yes. Yeah, I actually bought this Ouija board from a medium's estate in California when she passed away, and the doll is who she used this specific Ouija board to give the doll's owner their readings, and we have the notes and everything. But before I bought it, I had Tina look at it and another medium out in California look at it to kind of check out the energy. High energy, no bad energy at all. And they're both in my house, no issues.
no issue.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. You know,
Yeah,
you get it from somebody who's like well known for the art or the, you know, the that's always like the best way to do it rather than going and getting it from like a store where it's like, you know, people are looking at like a child's toy. It's like, but no, I got the legit thing, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
That's much better.
That's what we need, a legit one.
Yeah, we need the legit. Something
Yeah.
we stumbled upon in
and
the thicket.
Dale has one from his aunt. His aunt that he has. We used that one, but we weren't being serious. That one's already been out there. But yeah, I might release that one next Wednesday.
With the old doll.
Yeah.
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 So we need to do
Forward to
another
that
session.
one.
Yeah, for real.
Or just try.
Yeah, because we dabbled with the Ouija board, and the comment section is just always lit up with don't play with those and don't, you know, so we kind of just like weaned off of it.
down to
Not that like, you know, we're not afraid to use it, but it's like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like hard to tell if anybody really wants to watch it. Some people are like, I ain't even watching this because something, you know, I don't want it to end up on my end, or so we've been.
That's silly. It makes me so angry when we hear people say stuff like that, because it's all about your intentions and how you use things. I mean, it is a toy for what, 4 and up or something.
Something. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I was an avid Ouija board player in high school. every single night.
Mhm.
And we, for the most part, were good. But there was a couple nights that, you know, it got a little out of control. But we were mostly talking to my best friend's uncle that had passed away. And like her mom would give us questions to ask that only her mom knew the answers to, and she wasn't on the board. So it was a lot of fun. But yeah, if you don't do it right, you can possibly, but that's with anything that we do.
Yeah, yeah. You know, anything that's
about
designed for
intention.
conjuring or anything like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's all about intention. And if you go in respectful and you shield yourself, you have to shield yourself.
Maybe that's where we were messing up, huh?
You
Could
have
be
to
it.
shield
Where people were getting freaked out, or, you know. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we made a couple of those videos, and we're like, okay, we'll just lay off of those because we just get a lot of negative feedback from them. But again, we could be doing it wrong, you know. We could be, in their eyes, it could be something like a disrespectful thing that we're doing, and we don't even realize we're doing it, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to shield yourself. And anytime you go to any investigation or
Right.
mess with
Oh,
anything,
Yeah,
you have to shield yourself. You have to, you know, consciously say, I will not allow negative energies to attach itself to me, my equipment, my friends, my car, my whatever,
mm-hmm.
Right.
and stop it.
Yeah, when we did it, what is her name? Oh, she hasn't done a video in a while, but she's down in Kentucky. She's a medium. I cannot think of her name right now, but anyway, she had put out a video. She normally just does videos when she gets visions, feelings, messages, whatever. And so she did get a message that for any of the paranormal investigators not to do an investigation during these few days. And so I had watched it, and we were very, very serious about, you know, our prayer that night, our intentions that night that we did
Yeah,
it.
I remember that.
Mhm.
Yeah. See, when you're getting warnings from people, it's like, oh, okay, well, maybe just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
It's funny though, because when we did try the Ouija board, we blindfolded ourselves because we didn't want our minds to put it somewhere subconsciously.
Yeah.
And there's a couple times when we took the blindfold off and it kept coming off the board, but it kept landing on goodbye. So we were like, maybe we should just leave this thing alone.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of a sign, maybe.
Whatever it is, doesn't want to talk to us.
Yeah, we made a couple videos like that, and I think we were like, you know, it'll be fair if we blindfold ourselves, just so we don't even know where it's going. And yeah, there was some interesting stuff, wasn't it? It was interesting, you know.
Yeah.
I had fun with it.
Nicole says she has her grandma's from the early 1900s.
Ooh.
Wow.
Blackwing has 7 dolls, which is pretty cool. Yeah, we haven't done a lot with the doll yet, so we're still working on it.
Yeah, we didn't spend enough time. All right, guys, we need 10 more to get to 600.
10 more
10 more
subs.
subscribers.
Oh, we can do this.
Is there anyone in the chat that hasn't subscribed
If you
yet?
haven't subscribed yet, go subscribe.
Get your
Yeah.
buttholes
Let's
on
get them over to.
there.
Let's get them up to 600.
Let's get to 600. That was what the goal was originally 500
I wonder if we
for
subscribed on that.
2020, and I manifested 600, and I came a smidge short.
I don't know if
Come
I'm
on,
guys.
subscribed on my other one. Let me have a look.
Yeah. Actually, let me check if I am on mine too, like on my personal account. We'll get you there.
Yeah, somehow.
Come on, let's do it.
No. There we go. And we have our gaming channel as well that we haven't touched yet.
I'm like hardly ever on my personal account, so
Mm-hmm.
This one.
I usually only log onto it for like things like this where I want to check out the chat and respond
Yeah.
under my name, you know.
Yeah, make sure everything's like.
Oh, we are
Working,
subscribed into that
yeah.
channel anyway.
Do you guys have a new video coming out this week?
This one.
Yeah, no, this was the we
We've
planned
been
the live
lazy over
stream, and
holidays, to be fair.
because of the holidays and everything, we've just kind of been relaxing. Plus, over here, I mean, we right at the moment we're kind of limited to how far we can go because we're in tier 4 lockdown, so we're not we're only allowed to travel to other tier 4 areas, and if and if it's not tier 4, we're not allowed to go there. So
So when we did the Scrooge video, that was in a different tier.
the Scrooge video, we
So we weren't even
actually
supposed
broke
to
the
be
law. We left and went to Oxford, and Oxford was tier 2, and
There was like this big sign everywhere: "Do not leave
Do
tier
not leave
4."
tier
We were like,
4,
"Oh
yeah.
shit!"
we were like, just keep
But
going.
it's not like we went to go see anyone. We just
Yeah,
going
we went to a grave.
yeah.
We went to a cemetery. You know.
Yeah, there was no one else there, so
That was a good one. I like that.
We
That's
were
so
so
cool
cool
that you got to
about
go there.
Yeah, that one was cool. Being the little anomaly we caught, the little orb that flew in front of the camera, kind of stopped, focused, and then flew off. That just on the spot boggled me because I was just standing there with the I had the camera, and I'm looking at Becky, but in my like the bottom of my eye, I seen on the camera something flying in front, and I looked down. I was like, and then I seen it, and it flew off. I'm like, oh my god, like you won't believe what I just seen, like. Because I was looking at Becky, so I seen in front. I had a light shining, so it definitely wasn't a bug because I would have seen the bug with my bare eyes, you know, like my
Right.
and but I didn't. There was nothing there until I looked down and I seen it, like kind of like sitting in front of the camera, like it looked at me and was checking out what that light was, and then it was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was cool.
That is cool.
That was one.
Yeah,
of the...
I don't know where we are. Five more. Where we
5 to
are in our little
go.
area, we're not. There's not that many cases in my county. Those people over in Ohio, they got a problem.
Oh, really?
They need to. Yeah, they need to stop making out and stuff.
Yeah, Cincinnati's not in great shape
Yeah,
right now.
it's just one of those things, isn't it? Where a lot of people, like over here, it's just, I don't know, like people are willing to they're just willing to do what it takes to. But at the same time, it's like everyone's doing it, locking down, and really actually following the rules, but the cases are still rising. It just boggles my mind. It's like, how can the cases still be rising when everybody's locked down in their homes and they can't leave? Like, just to my mind, I'm like, well, if it ain't working, then just let us go. That's free.
Right. Well, what I want to know is for sure if they could figure out if we can only get it once. Well, then, I mean, not that I want it, but
Yeah.
Eventually they got to run out of people to diagnose with it, right?
Yeah, right. You would think, right? And who knows? Maybe the herd immunity way is the way to actually go. Yeah. I don't...
Well, now the vaccines are leaking out, hopefully.
Now we got the
can get back to
vaccine, so
normal.
we'll see. We'll see. 2021's here. Not that really makes a massive difference.
No,
but
2022 is going to be the good
that's
year.
the year.
We
Yes.
heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Gotta get this one. This one's not going to be horrible, but
Yeah.
No.
It's that damn Uranus. That damn planet.
Uh-oh. Something to do with space?
Yeah, January 20th, right?
Oh.
Yep,
It's going to be ugly.
Uh-oh.
it is.
Uranus and Saturn.
Well, let's
When
get the
they're
worst of it over with.
Yeah.
I said, let's just get the worst of it over with.
Yeah.
And it's all up from
And
there.
then
3 more, guys.
3 more. Come on. 3 more. There's got to be at least one person in the chat not subscribed. There's probably not.
Hold on.
We can do it.
yeah, supposedly Uranus and Saturn are going to be conjunct 4 times this year, or 3.
And that's a bad
3
omen?
times. And
That's
it's bad.
That's not
That's
good.
bad.
Okay.
That's as bad as Mercury retrograde.
Hmm. But it doesn't last usually as long as the Mercury retrograde.
Right.
I think it's just a few days ahead and a few days after.
Yeah, Stephanie's definitely more moony than I am.
I like it.
My mom said, all of your past reading of me was pretty spot on. Very interesting. Thanks, guys.
Did you
Awesome.
subscribe, Janella?
Yeah, Mom, did you subscribe? I think she did. I think she actually said earlier she subscribed. Yeah.
I think she did too.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Thanks,
Yay.
Mom. My
We're going to
parents
throw it
probably-
out on Twitter for you, see if we can get any of our followers on there.
Awesome.
There
My
should be.
parents must not have found us over here. They're probably over on our channel looking for us.
Probably.
Oh,
Also now. Oh.
Yeah, they probably forgot all about it.
you know, I'm sure there was actually a way, I'm sure of it, for you guys to stream it on your channel too. You just have to get the OBS software we have and cast it to your channel, but that's like a whole process, you know.
You know, looked into it after I asked you, and then I Googled, and OBS was one of the top ones, but they said it wasn't real intuitive. It was like a little hard to figure out. So I thought, I've got enough on my plate. So we went with StreamYard.
Yeah.
And so far it's been okay. So we'll see what happens.
Mm.
Right. Yeah, I just need
Yeah.
to get some headphones. I think that was that issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever works, you know. Whatever works.
It's true.
Yep.
It's true.
Yes, Mercury retrograde is my worst. But I don't want to know when it is, because then it'll just give me an excuse for things to go bad. So I'll just be in the dark until it happens. All right, guys. Well, I guess we should wrap this up.
Yeah.
Huh?
Let's wrap it up. It's
Yeah, crikey, we've done it for nearly 4 hours.
Yeah,
How
man.
quick did that go?
We've been on it.
Just
Good
don't watch
stuff.
hours,
2
guys.
subscribers to go.
You only got 2 subscribers to go. I think
Woohoo!
I think it's been
Watch hours, 2
productive.
subscribers.
Awesome.
that's what we
Cool.
like. A nice productive stream.
That's right.
Really appreciate the opportunity, guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sure
know what? Us too.
Yeah, it's been great. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this with us. It's been amazing. It's been really
Absolutely.
fun.
Yes, absolutely. It was fun.
You've opened
Cool.
our eyes, opened our chakras.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Yeah, we'll have to
Not mine though.
we have to plan sometime in the future to do something similar again. And could try to get more people to, get more people from our end to come and support you guys.
Yep.
We're doing what we can here with our social media, so hopefully after tonight you're up to where you need to be. Get to
Oh,
that
yeah,
600 mark.
easily.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be fine.
Within the next half hour. I can
And
feel
then
it.
I'll
feel it.
email you guys and get you in touch with Chris from American Phantom Hunters, and then you guys can get your logo and everything over. He's getting ready to do he's waiting for a few logos to upgrade the artwork, and then we have like a little video that we put out that has everybody's logos and then all the links in the bottom.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, brilliant.
Sounds
Well,
fun.
I'll shut the stream off now. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to hang out with us. We've had the best time. Thank you so much again, Get Spooky Society, for coming
Thank
and
you
doing
for
the
sticking
readings
around
for us.
also, and if you haven't already, head over to the Get Spooky Society and subscribe. They're almost to where they wanted to be, and it'd be awesome if you could help out.
2 more.
you.
Just
Two
go,
more.
Just go and make 2 accounts. Come on, let's do it.
Anything helps. Come on.
That's right. Thank
All right.
you, guys.
Good night,
Bye, guys.
everyone.